Yeah, I figured like I want to do like a. I didn't do one last year. I didn't even record. I mean, I wrote down what games we've done and played, but I never really excuse me. I never bothered to actually log it. I didn't get a chance to work on the shout out player. I'm gonna try to do that on Saturday or Friday tomorrow. So I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I was busy making sure this list was good and just, working 10 days in a row is also a job. Hey, some good overtime's about to kick in because I'm going to hit overtime by tomorrow. Yes, baby. I love you too. Yeah. But I'm going to see how we're going to go through all 67 games. And I'll also do my Twitch recap. That way you guys know. I mean, yeah, everyone pretty much knows. I mean, I've said it on Discord. We all know what my #1 game that was played here during 2020 for the most played. If you don't know what it is, you're going to find out very soon. I'm going to give you a hint. It's an RPG. And someone redeemed it. But I had to buy it. A friend of mine gifted me the game. So I'm like, okay. Cool. How you doing, kitty cat? Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. I love you too. This cat's too much. As soon as I go, he's like laying down the entire time. I think he knows when. He just has that 7th sense. Like, I know when you're going live. I want to be part of the show too, Dad. Yes. Okay. I love you too. Yes, kitty. I love you too. Yes, you're a good boy. He's like, I'm going to be fed, right? I don't know. That's up to the community, not me, buddy. Why you keep asking me? You're a good boy. Oop. Turn that off for a second until we get started. Don't forget that, okay, we're going to be spinning the wheel this Sunday for the next retro game, so if you want to put your hand into the wheel spin, and if it lands on your name, I did update the redeem. I did. What was that? I'm brain fart. I did edit the redeem a little bit, so you can just type in the name of the game. If you don't know it, just hit info 2, and it'll list all the games you can see on when you get on the website. Just scroll down, you'll see what current retro games on there. If you see something there you want, put your name on the list, and we'll spin the wheel. It lands on your name this coming Sunday. You win the game. So basically the way this weekend's going to work is tomorrow, of course, I'm going to do some more Mystic Quest. And I got a hold of the manufacturer got a hold of me after writing a 1-star review and say, hey, we're going to refund you and we're going to send you a new controller because we feel bad that your thing died in 3 months after the return period. I'm like, well, thank you. That's very nice of you. So, but I think I might actually give you another spare controller just on the side. I'm going to get wired from now on. Wireless just give me too many problems. And although I'm going to have to deal with that when playing with... For some reason, for PlayStation and Nintendo, they're very solid with their wireless products. When it comes to PC gaming, it's always poopy. No, 1 entry per person, no speaky. 1 entry per person. To make that, we gotta make that fair for everybody because some people might not have as many channel points as somebody else, and that wouldn't be fair if like you redeemed it a shit ton. Nah, one person per entry. So you have a chance for your game landing on as well as your landing on it. So 1 person per entry. So if you've already entered, if you enter again, I'll just refund your points on that entry. It's 1 person per entry. I'm gonna let White Fire Demon know we're gonna get started, and if he wants to join us in voice chat. I also messaged 8-Bit Sean. He might pop in the regular chat. I don't know if he'll join us in voice chat. If he wants to join us, we can just have I wouldn't mind this being a nice, good old discussion. Just a good old debate. on, you know, like you can trash me or yell at me and say, how dare you give this a C? I'm like, or positive feedback, because not, you know, there's most of these games were overall good. I mean, I completed them, so they were somewhat good, even some of them were kind of mediocre. All right, well, yeah, Super, I just answered the question. It even says in the redeem rules 1 entry per person. Does it? Yep. 1 entry per person. We don't need to rig the wheel to death. No, we don't need to do that. So if you haven't entered Super and you know what you want, you just click on that link. Let's just scroll down, look at the current list of retro games. You see something that you want. Now I changed it to where you can put in the name, but if you think you're going to be here, you don't have to type in the name, so you can decide then. But if you're not here when I spin the wheel, then we respin it again. But whatever it lands on for the color, that will count for the predictions. But if that person's not here, I'll give them a good 5 minutes or so to show up. If not, we'll respin the wheel. So make sure if you want to be part of that event on Sunday, make sure you do that. So that's right. For Sunday, no, for the rest of this week, because tomorrow's going to be Mystic Quest, so is Saturday. And Saturday we'll really get to nip in the butt for Mystic Quest, because I'm actually off on Sunday because I had to work to make up for Monday and Tuesday. We're going to do a nice good old long stream on Saturday and probably Sunday. Sunday I'm going to probably start a little bit later than normal because that is our movie night, and we're all going to watch a movie real quick before I go live and all that. And we'll do our movie night and knock that out in the butt. How you doing, Super? Look at that guy. Look at that pro.
Oh!
He missed it by one ring. No! Super fail indeed. Okay, Wi-Fi is in voice chat, so I'm gonna go and grab my headset, and then we're gonna go and get started. I'll play some different kinds of music in the background. Or give me a second to power this sucker on. Now, in terms of wireless devices, these headsets have been really good to me so far. I like them. Had them for about 6 months. They've done the job. Super fail. But yes, if you do want to enter the raffle, yeah, 1 person per entry. 1 person per entry. So just give me a second. I'm going to change this up real quick. Just give me a second. I'm going to change this up. Alright, hold on. Why is it not wanting to see my headset all of a sudden? Hold on a second. That's because I set the wrong headset. That would be why. Okay, there we go. Let's all go hang out in voice chat so you can yell and scream at me. No, that's okay. Maybe. Well, I'll think about it. All right. If you behave yourself and you're going to behave yourself on live stream, then sure. This is a healthy, chatty debate. And if you're going to be a meanie butt, you're like, oh, he didn't play my Brigidine or something else, I'll boop you. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Wi-Fi Diamond? How was your soup?
Not bad.
How was your soup?
It's all right.
Ah. I downloaded all the images. Oh man, look at this plethora of games to play. Now I confirm deny a chance of me saying those things. That's okay. And if you're being bad, we'll just embarrass you and boop you out. Do you want to be part of the conversation, Chaotic? Be the longest be a world record for him to be here through an entire stream though. So that's encouraging, right?
Yeah, that would be something.
He's like, yeah, he's not wrong. I don't blame you. I don't stay on the stream. The only time I've ever been really dedicated to a stream is if like the game is like my game projects, for example. A couple of people who have streamed my game, I was there almost the entire time. It was my creation. Damn right, I might be the whole fucking time. Try to be. I'm gonna be biased in some of these games, but I'm gonna try to be as neutral as I possibly can, an analytical view. I'm also gonna get my YouTube page, bust out my YouTube page real quick, because most of these games are in the process or have been published or already been published completely. Like Brave Default 2, I'm still publishing videos. The way I do videos on my YouTube page is usually once a week. I publish a video of that particular series. So, usually. And Brave Default was over 20 streams long, so drag me in, why not? Alright. And this is not in alphabetical order, this is just based upon how this was uploaded.
What do you mean how it was uploaded?
Well, I upload all the images all at once. Oh, yeah, I gotta turn on my screen.
Okay.
So, like, they're not gonna all be in alphabetical. Well, maybe it did. Actually, no. No, it didn't do it. It
didn't out in different ways, but
yeah, it didn't ABC them. Never mind. I thought it looked like in the very beginning it did, but no. Excuse me. Some of these are not enough. Yeah, Castlevania 4 is not. Yeah, it's way down there on the list. If you want to drag Chaotic in here, and then we'll get started. And at the end of the stream, I'll go to my Twitch recap. You can see what my Twitch recap was, and I mean I posted this on Discord, but I didn't like go into detail on it, so you can see what my Oh, yeah, I know. Well, you don't want to hear double.
No. Echo.
Echo.
One's delayed.
And 8-Bit Sean.
That was not on the game list.
I'm gonna message 8-Bit. I think 8-Bit Sean's in the chat, but I'm gonna message him real quick. Because your favorite 3 games are on here too. Missed 1, 4, and 1, 3, and 4. That's right. Now we played that for 2024.
I mean, the other day, I already kind of briefly told you, I was like, what I kind of considered everything, but I'm a really like, poor judge of character with most games. Like, that's just because I only really like what I've played.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
But
I'm gonna be biased in some of these games. Trust me, because
that's to be expected though. Because like if you didn't like the game, you wouldn't have played it. So
yeah.
Oh, there are some games I didn't like, but I finished it one way or the other. It's most games.
Went by like cover art too. Like the game looked like ass. I was like, nah, I'm not interested.
I'm sure we've all been suckered into. Oh, I love the cover of this game. Let me buy it, and then you play it, and you're like,
well, I never like
shit.
I was poor as shit as a kid. Like, dad raising like 5 kids by himself type thing. So like, I didn't have a whole lot of money to like rent games and stuff. So.
No, I rented games once a week, I think.
Yeah, no, it was a treat. It wasn't until like later on when I, started making money for myself doing things.
Yeah. What up, Sean? Did you see my message? Would you like to join us in chat?
Don't Don't do it, Sean. It's a trap.
Oh,
Steal your soul.
I didn't do a tier list for 2023 because I didn't record what games I did. I mean, I wrote down what games I did, but I didn't write what date I finished them on. So this time I did, and I think I got all. I think it's 67 games have been played. There might have been one or two missing. I think I was very thorough with it. I spent a few hours on it. Oh, possibly. We don't mind you hitting you. Nom 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 nom. We don't care. Just be cordial about it. And if Merchant Bagong pops in here, I owe him a sour candy. He dropped like 200 bits the other day, and I completely forgot about the Bean Boozle and stuff. I'm like, oh crap! I completely forgot about it. No, I have. I told him. I already.
What a terrible host.
I know. All right, we'll pop into our voice chat, and Whitefire will drag you in here. Yeah, I'm terrible.
Kramer can't even do it. Has to dictate it. What a bum.
Well, I can. Well, he's a mod. I know, right? He's doing some actual work. Holy crap! Unlike another mod I used to have.
Oh yeah.
There.
Did you demod Diesel already? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I didn't demod Diesel.
Oh well, that's good.
I wasn't gonna demod you, but you kept whining about it, so I'm like, okay.
I just didn't see the point, buddy. That's all. I mean,
I know.
I don't.
If I run out of VIP slots, I'll just give you the mod. It's fine. Fernum's never here, but he's still a mod.
Yeah, but Ferrum Tusk is a bit of a noob, so.
Well, he's also have a lot of real life shit going on, so.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
That'll do it. Yeah, we'll pop in here. All right. Well, first game on the list. So basically, the way I list this is S-A. Well, this is default A S A B C D. I say fantastic for S tier. Like the game had little to no flaws. I absolutely freaking loved it. A was very, very good. Overall good journey. B B was above average. Or to tease Sane since he likes to pick on me. Oh, you gave it a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 is above average. 5 out of 10 is average. And some of my games I rate.
Voice chat seems quiet.
Voice chat seems quiet. Okay, I can turn them up. Hold on.
5 out of 10 is average, yeah. But like if you went on a date and girl told you it was a 6 out of 10 date, you'd be like, well, that's kind of shit. Like,
Hey, I'll take it. You know, it could have been worse.
well,
How's that better?
I mean, 6 out of 10 ain't bad.
That's a little better.
No, but if I'm gonna go on a date, I'd rather the other person be like, yeah, it was a great day. It was like 6 out of 10. It's like, oh, fucking
Okay.
horrible.
I'd say
I'm
a
not
6
getting
out of 10 is a great date.
I don't know.
Especially like if it's a first date.
I mean,
I'll take it.
I don't think 6 out of 10 is great. Period. Like, I don't even know if that'll warrant you another date. To be honest with you.
I guess I'm probably expecting though, like most dates are probably gonna go like pretty badly.
I don't know. I mean, if it's a complete blind date, if you don't know nothing about the other person, then yeah, maybe.
Sean in here.
You just-
Oh wait, Sean's not in here. All right. Well, I'm gonna go.
I mean, like even like I don't know about like blind date, but like even like as a first date, you're not gonna know much about them. So like, I'd expect that like most people you meet for the first time in person is probably like gonna be like maybe you might get along, maybe you have some chemistry, but most likely you're probably just not gonna match up very well.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I'd say like a 6 out of 10 is probably like a great date. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how you compare
matter of opinion, I
it.
guess.
It's kind of how you find comparing a gaming ranking list to a date. That's cute. I like that.
CJ, you need to change your list to
Well, it's
the
a matter of like rating and experience. So
Hold on,
can't
babe.
go
Let
with-
me rate you. You're a 6
Yeah,
out of 10.
you can't go like AB like SA whatever freaking CD tier.
Oh, hi, troublemaker. Oh, look
You
at
need it to be like a SHIT list. It can be your shit list.
what's up, Oweno. And then C,
Oh.
of course, is meh. You know, game was okay, but
Uno
wasn't.
Bloomers here.
Boomer.
Yeah, Boomer.
And then D is dog doo doo, of course. So
Yeah.
the game was just poop.
This is
All right.
guilty gear phenom.
Wait,
here,
what it like?
Boomer.
Is D like the lowest? We don't have like an F rating.
No F. I mean, I
Like
could
this game
have.
has completely failed.
Yeah, F stands for fuck. Playing that again.
Sure, I can do that. Well, we can add that. Add row below.
No, yeah. Bueno, S is top tier. On your phone. God, Twitch on your phone is horrific. Why would anybody torture themselves like that?
Okay, hold on.
Because their computer's back at home and they're not at home right now.
Well, she never used her goddamn computer anyway, so.
She don't know how to PC game.
Yeah, she don't know how to game. Period.
Wait, what? Whim? What do you mean, Whim? I gotta change the color for this. I'll make it dark gray, and this will be F for epic failure.
Okay. I just wanted to be on my bed. Oh yeah.
Uh
Just wanted to
huh.
be in bed with CJ. Is that all it is?
What? Oh my god. Scary. I don't want to be stabbed this. And then okay, we got
I
dog
hope
doo
that's
doo.
not the case, because like if that is the case, we might have to start questioning some people's choices.
I question pretty much a winner's choice of talking to either myself or CJ almost daily.
I just question her in general, but you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not here. Yeah, we're not here. She's a nice person most of the time.
That's the rumor.
That's
I
the
don't know if I
rumor.
believe it.
She's okay. I think she's a B or a C. You know. Eh.
Yeah, maybe a you know F.
F. Yeah. Epic failure. Boom.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on with that?
Like, boom. Alright, first game is on this list is Ace Combat 4. That was redeemed by Duggar. Which
Did you just put that as an epic failure?
No, not yet. I was just moving it up here.
Okay.
I think I give this game an A. I liked it I'm not great at space simulators. This is the reason why I don't give it.
Did you just say space simulator?
It's kind of, well, it's flight sim. Sorry, not space sim. Flight sim. It's a flight sim.
Sorrel.
Hi, Sorrel. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is
What
this?
the fuck is you? What's? Wait, it's Thursday. Should you be starming? Getting some more Xenogears? Hi, William. William wants to say hi too.
She comes in with the sass and leaves with the ass.
Now, if you want to join us in voice chat too, you're welcome to. Sean will be here in a couple of minutes. I will give this game an A ranking because it was solid ass control. I had no issues with the control. It's smooth as a baby's ass. I love the control in this game. The tutorial was good.
I hate that statement. I really fucking hate that statement.
Okay, well that's your opinion.
Also feel better, Sorrel.
Oh shit, it's not feeling well. Oh, okay, that's fine. And you have to like do a very you're going to like do a very long stream for Xenogears then. I give Ace Combat 4 an A because it could have been an S, but my biggest problem with that game was like, and a lot of people mentioned this in chat and myself, and because the PS2 would not let me save state, there were several missions that could have used a checkpoint system. Like, maybe give me 3 lives. I screw up 3 lives, sure, let me start the whole mission. Because there was a couple missions, and I especially remember mission 10, where you had 20 minutes to... You had to get a target score. Once you got that target score... you had to wait out the timer until the next set of objective missions showed up. So if you met your score like 9 minutes ago, well, you just got to wait those 9 minutes out until the next mission objective.
I think that's kind of silly. Like,
so if you die on the second part of the mission, guess what? You got to start all over. That is the only reason why this game does not get an S. I mean,
if you finish ahead of time, they should just automatically cut it off.
That's what I told myself on stream. I was like, let's give myself an imaginary 3 lives. I screw up all 3 lives. I'll start the whole mission over. Cool, works for me.
3 lives. Imagine that.
Yeah.
If you're a real combat pilot, you don't get 3 strikes.
It's a video game.
Imaginary free lives? Do you mean some save scummy free lives?
Oh, this is the king of save scum here. CJ.
Oh, shut up! I do not save scum to death. Shut up.
Oh my goodness.
It depends on the game. I'm just checking.
I've never watched you play a game and not save scum yet.
Oh, shut up. There's some games I couldn't save, scum. Mega Man X6.
I didn't watch you play X6.
Oh, you should. Watch it on YouTube. The whole thing's up there. Fuck that game.
I'm
Game.
not a Mega Man guy.
Me neither. I like Mega Man, but I don't love it. Let's see. Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout. I play this during the birthday stream.
That's a hard pass for me. I'm not a Looney Tune guy. Just don't.
Well,
like
this
it.
isn't your tier list. This is mine. But
No,
thank
I
you
know.
for.
Was it your
reminding
own
me
pick, or
of
did
that,
someone
you
like
know?
suggest it?
No, I picked it. I played this game so many times as a kid, and it's like a piss ass easy
Okay.
game. It's between a C and a B. I mean, it has great music. It's not a jank game. It's just known for being notoriously super easy. Hold on a second. Let me load some new music up real quick.
8-bit wants in.
Okay. Oh, well, damn. Buy me a drink first?
Welcome.
Ooh.
I give Bugs Bunny birthday blowout probably a C. Give my second. My hard drive's waking up. There you go. Wake up.
There you go. Wake up.
That's too loud. Just let me know. Let me turn up. Let me know in chat. Let me turn 8-bit Sean up. Hi, Sean.
Hello, hello.
What was that, CJ? Jesus.
I give Bugs Bunny a 7 out of 10. It's a decent game. It's known to be notoriously easy, but it's not a crap game. It's not like it's jank or anything like that. It's just a
The
fun.
only
Well, I mean,
Gave
it's a
it-
Bugs Bunny game, so I imagine the target audience is supposed to be like little kids, so you can't make it that hard.
That's why CJ
Hello,
likes it.
Sorrel. Sorry to interrupt.
You're fine. Disgaea 2. C or
I don't
B?
know it. No comment.
Hi, Sorrel. Don't worry, Christmas presents in the mail. Blame Canada Post.
Lighting.
I
Oh,
probably.
Lightning's here too.
The thing is, it's hard to recommend this game at the same time not recommend it because it's
We got-
between a B and a C. I mean, Torrance played all of Disgaea 1, so he knows all about the gameplay and stuff like that. It really depends on your style. If you really, it depends on.
Yeah, I think your main thing is like you just wanted to like kind of burn through and not have to like grind or level at all.
There was
What's up,
not just that. Hi, Dipsy. Welcome on in. Not just that. I recommend the game if you want. If there was a casual mode, I'd probably give this game an A. If there was a casual mode where it just you want to enjoy the story, because the story is really good. It's Disgaea 2's got that dirt.
I mean, I'd say the casual mode is probably just playing through the game, like just do the levels, and then if you need to like level up a bit more.
Oh,
go
you
back
have
and grind the previous level.
you have to level up. By casual, I mean you don't have to do any kind of leveling. You just plow through it. Oh my! I can't tell what that game. It's Disgaea 2.
Well, I mean, a lot of that probably is also a matter of like if you had taken
Shitty
like
game
one of the
Lightning, don't
earlier
worry.
chapters to go and like get some. Well, no,
That's
because
still-
like 2, I think they had the warrant system for XP bonus, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But see, one
Yeah.
thing.
So like in 1, you could go and get like the statisticians to get like an XP boost to kind of help you out there. But
What do you want
like,
me to
yeah,
do?
I
I
mean,
can't.
Disgaea games are kind of meant to grind a
I
little.
can't, I can't make it bigger. Oh wait, can I? Well, I can. What's the zoom key in for Firefox? I don't know what it is.
I always do like control. and
Control
scroll.
mouse wheel.
That better?
No.
Oh.
That's a bit better. Not that great.
I mean, it's better than what it was.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's better than what it was. Yeah.
How about that? Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, you'll have to shrink it eventually to make room, but you can
Alright.
start out like this.
There you go. How's that? So Disgaea 2. One reason I give this, I think this in terms of gameplay and mechanics, Disgaea 2 is better than Disgaea 1 because in Disgaea 1, the only way to get experience points was either kill the unit or an assist and a kill. In Disgaea 2, quality of life changes were made where if a healer casts magics on themselves, they get experience points for it. They don't get as much, but they get more they get
Which,
experience
that
points.
makes sense, because like if that's going to be your main thing, it's like that. Like, of course, that would be what would level you up.
That was a good quality of life.
So, like, yeah, that is a very good logical sort of thing.
Where
And then after that, it's a matter of making sure they
where
balance it right.
Disgaea 1 did not have that, and another reason is one thing that I this is my biased opinion on the whole.
Originally, they didn't have it. They retrofitted it into some of the they pushed it into some of the games.
Okay, yeah, and the original one, the version I played did not have that, so I'm going based upon that experience.
I do have to say I kind of like what Surreal is recommending when it comes to just go like full screen on it, and
just do full screen on the browser.
Yeah,
I'm on full screen on the browser right now.
Well, Surreal's not just a.
No, I mean like to take it out and like just kind of stretch it out over everything.
Oh. Yeah, just like. But you don't need all the info. Just we're good. Like just.
You mean you mean take all the extra fluff?
Yeah, just go full screen browser.
Fine. Yeah, I wasn't full screen. I wasn't full screen. Oh, you mean like? Oh, okay.
Like all the way full screen. Yeah. Like that and you. That's all we need.
Oh, thank you.
We could do that anyway. We don't necessarily.
All right. Well, hold on. It will take me a second to do this.
You know what I'd really like to do? I'm so tempted to buy you a green screen for Christmas.
Sure. I don't have a green screen.
Yeah, we know.
Like, I would really like to see how it works out if we got you a green screen, so that you could like just max out your gameplay window, and then like green screen yourself over in the corner or something. I think that would make a huge difference for you.
I just love the subtle, simple. We know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why he was talking about buying you one there, buddy, because you don't have one. I don't think you needed to tell us you didn't have one. We already got that.
I really had a need for one.
Well,
wow.
That obsessive compulsive Garfield collection of yours, maybe,
I could say you could argue that you've never thought to get one, but whether or not you've had a need for one is up for debate.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little stretched, but at least it will fit most everything. Okay, there we go.
Just green screen and get a one. It'll make you an avatar.
Cat cam. You want me to hide William? Wow. How's that better?
William's not there, buds. So.
Yeah, we're talking like
does
the
it really
whole
matter
shebang,
if we hide the cat
CJ,
cam since he like never uses it?
Yeah.
We're all, and yeah, he's not even on it.
I know.
But
there you go.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you want, I mean, you can cover chat, you can do whatever. But I understand if you want chat still on there.
I like to have chat in there. When I do mine in January, you'll see. Well, good. Well, good. That's January. That's 2025.
She has a point, CJ. You're doing a year in review, and it's not even ending.
Well, I'm not going to finish another game for 2024. I might finish Mystic Quest, but I'll just roll that over for 2025.
Because you're slow. You take forever.
Shut up. All right. Another reason why, one thing that drove me nuts about Disgaea, and 4 does this too, is the computer turns to just gang up on the weakest unit no matter what. So it made it hard to level up your healers. The AI was just, and I noticed that in that tactical game, and just like,
I don't know why you continue to play those games. All you did was bitch about them.
Well, I didn't bitch about them the entire. I bitched about those portions because they happened a lot, dude. They did. It happened a lot. But in terms of story, I 100% recommend the story to it. See me doing my year. You're not gonna probably finish Xenogears at the end of this year. It's that long. It's that long of a game.
With you playing Xenogears, it's really funny because now I've seen like 6 other people playing Xenogears, and I've never seen anybody playing it before you started. I'm like, a bunch of copycats. What the hell?
Surreal's an influencer. What can we say?
Oh, okay. Speaking of, next game up on the list, Drill Dozer F. All right, moving on. Dragon.
Wait, what was that?
It's Surreal's game. That's why he gave it an F, because all he did was cry about input lag on that one.
I did have input lag on that one.
Oh wait, that's right. I wanted to make some kind of a counter or something where I want to count how many times CJ says bad game design.
Oh, shut up!
I would love it if you
shut up.
Just
shut up.
Each time he
please do
about game mechanics or bad input.
Now that's not game. That's not saying bad game design. He's specifically looking for the words bad game design.
Like, bad game design. That's like his go-to.
Hate you too, Sorrel.
You have like a 3-hour, 4-hour long video of clips. Bad game design. Bad input.
Actually,
4 hours?
Yeah.
Come on, you're being light on that.
Yeah.
You're talking like 25 easy. It's just like,
It's like an hour and a half per stream.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. You're just being mean now. Love you too. Jill Dozer giving an A. I liked it. Great music. I probably almost wanted to give it an S. The music's really good, but the input lag was pretty bad at times, and some
She
of the
doesn't
some.
agree.
No, that's fine. That's her. It's not her. Not it's her. Not her
Wasn't
stream.
there,
Um,
wasn't there something you could do to
what?
like make it run ahead a little bit or something to not have
No,
input lag?
I just
Setting?
I don't know. I if there was, I couldn't figure that out. It didn't happen often, but it did happen on very crucial moments. I think one of the only thing other than the input lag, the only other nitpick I had with this game was the music was really great, but you didn't get really a chance to enjoy the stages of the music because once you got all 3 power-ups, which happened relatively at the beginning of the level, it started playing its other jingle when you're all fully powered up. I hated that. I'm like, man, sometimes I got all 3 power-ups before the song looped, literally. And I was like, oh man, that's a bummer. But other than that, it was a really good game. I do agree with Sorrel. She should be a Smash Brothers character. It's a cute game. It's fun. I liked it. The finale was cute. Being able to bitch slap that guy at the very end, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Let's see here.
You want Sorrel as a Smash Brothers character? That's weird.
No. The character who drives the drill. I can't remember her name. Sorrel knows her name.
If Sorrel was a Smash Brothers character, I'd always play as that. So.
It's Smash. And all the other characters wouldn't get played. Everyone would just be smashing with Sorrel.
You don't need your colleagues to be cute. They need to be adorable. Dragon Quest Classic, that was the fan remake. I say fantastic for what it was.
I don't know why you play these fan remakes, dude. They're just cringe.
They weren't cringe to me. I enjoyed it. It's a great retelling of the original Dragon Warrior game from NES. They did it in RPG Maker. I give it was very solid. It played like a Dragon Warrior game. The battles, they designed it. They went out of the way to make it look like Dragon Warrior. They did a great job. The music was all that retro style. It's like that. I found little to no. The encounter system was good. I found no faults with that game. I enjoyed it. I absolutely loved Dragon Warrior Classic. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. It was a great recreation of the original. It's a retelling or remake. It's not a direct, like the original NES one, but it plays like the original
NES. Remaster. Remake the game.
All right. We never finished this game, but I think we've played it enough to where we've almost finished it. We need like another person or so. All right, this is between me and Whitefire. Ember Knights.
Oh, CJ.
What?
You spelled average wrong, buddy.
Oh, whoop! It missed. Thank you.
Good spelling
Average.
there, bro.
Aberrate.
I don't know why I did that. My bad. Thank you. Ember Knights. I want to give it a B because the game has really great control, but the lack of not having.
I'd say, I'd have to probably give it at least a B because, like, the game played really well.
Yeah.
The only thing I really didn't like about the game was that, like, there wasn't any kind of, like, checkpoint or anything, like, but I mean, that's just because it's a roguelike game. Like, you had to really get good and, like, learn how to fight well enough that you didn't get your ass beat by the time you got to the end of the level. And it's like, losing to one of the boss fights and all really sucked and all. But I think part of it is a matter of, like, we probably didn't grind that game enough. If we had kept playing it and grinded up more to get more stuff to pump into, like, different things for, like, more power, I think it would have gone better. But, like, yeah, I'd say that's the only downside is that, like, after a while it started getting grindy of trying to get everything up good enough so that we could go and try to fight the final boss. And, like, I really do wish we could have, like, beaten that one and, like, seen the ending, but, like, I kind of don't have the interest to go and grind it anymore.
If I work with you, you'll have a cute colleague. Questionable.
Questionable?
I give it a B as well
colleague?
because
Like,
a
I
colleague.
think that's questionable.
you say questionable or colleague?
He said
Colleague, questionable, or period, kuma. I give it a B because great control, good music, and all. The control is phenomenal. I think we needed more people for that. But
Yeah.
the only other negative thing I could say about Ember Knights is like the game was catered to using range attacks versus melee attacks. It's just it becomes
it
such a
definitely,
bullet
like,
hell.
was a lot easier playing with a range thing, and it definitely is one of those games that, like, the more people you can bring in to play with you, the better you're gonna fare. So, like, it definitely heavily is biased towards like a big group playing together rather than just like
It's
one.
like imagine playing a bullet hell and your only weapon is a stick.
Is intimidated by you.
No, I'm not. That's you're weird, Sorrel. Eternal Eyes. I'll give this a C. It was a watered down Disgaea or / Final Fantasy Tactics game. It wasn't bad. It was very, very easy. Very, very like it's one of the most short too. But it was very. I mean, I didn't have to grind. It was the story was okay. The monsters designs were very unique. But it was just overall just okay game. It wasn't long either. It's a short time. It's a good entry level. I would say this game would be an entry like Final Fantasy Mystic, an entry level tactical
I'm
game.
surprised
It's
you
that
didn't
easy.
rate it as an S. Fantastic, because it's easy and you like the easy games.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Fallout New Vegas, I give it an A.
Only an A?
Should I give it a fantastic score?
I mean, I never played New Vegas because like I couldn't really get into like the post-apocalyptic world sort of thing like that. But I mean, like a lot of people really love New Vegas. So
Don't believe what Sorrel says half the time. She likes to troll me.
So half the time, so the other half we can believe.
Yeah, the first half is no.
Okay, so
Yeah,
That's
that's right. I'm totally scared of vaginas because they have teeth.
Oh, God.
Fallout New Vegas between an A and an S. The game did crash a lot here and there. It does drag on and be very long, but it was a really. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't love it, but I did really enjoy it. I think I'll give it an. I'll give it an A.
you played completely vanilla too, right?
Yeah, I went full vanilla, no mods.
Okay.
So that's probably one reason why it crashed a lot. Now, eventually, it is a community challenge because people have asked me if I'm going to play it. I will play the DLC. We just separated that. Final Fantasy, the original NES. I know
Sorrel, he put Dragon Warrior Classic to friggin' fan remake of a Japanese translated American, an American translated Japanese.
There's no translate. It's a fan game built from the ground up.
Yeah, no. Disagree.
Okay, cool. Final Fantasy, I give it's an A. It has its jank with everyone's played the original Final Fantasy, and the reason why Final Fantasy is on here because this was part of my spin the wheel challenge where I got to play all 4 monks.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember that. I tried to give you shitty characters, and I knew.
And everyone was like, and Fernum was the only one who said, "Man, I'm kind of sad. I should have respun the wheel." I was like, "Cause you got 4." Oh no, that wasn't. It was Sane who told me that. Was it Sane? Yeah. I was like, dude, you're gonna smoke through Final Fantasy. I was like, because Monk's fucking broke.
I also haven't played it Lightning. I never came across it when I had an original Nintendo. I only got it later in life, and I never put it.
If you played the original Nintendo and you play this remake of the game that's built from the ground up, I give it an S because it's a solid game, and one person worked on it. I mean, that's really, really impressive. That's why I give it an S. They didn't like slap something together. Hey, I made a game. No, they actually put some heart and love into it. And as a developer, I that's important. I feel like if you don't put heart and love into a project, there's a lot of bad games out there, especially made by single developers that just don't know what the hell they're doing, or they just don't care. They want to make a quick buck. And the game's free too, so it's all that. They do have a sequel to this. I might play it for 2025. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens. I mean, Mystic Quest so far, I almost want to give it an S rank. I'll probably give it an A. Well, that'll be next year though. But Final Fantasy, yeah, it has its jank with buying one healing potion at a time, but it's not a horrible game. And also the game, it did save them face to make all these other games, and Square is still alive because of it.
Yeah, I mean, like things have come a long way since then, but I mean, at the time it was quite revolutionary.
Yeah, well, Final Fantasies went down.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, no. Gargoyle's Quest, Super Game Station redeemed this. I give it a C. It was okay.
Seems pretty low. Seems pretty low for that game.
It was okay for me. It frustrated me too much. It was okay.
Because it was difficult? Oh no.
That difficult, yeah. It was okay for a retro game. I didn't particularly love it, but it was an okay game.
Are we noticing a pattern? Anything that's difficult, CJ tends to downrank it.
Oh, really? Eternal Eyes is so hard.
Well, that was just shit. That was just easy peasy.
Gradius. I want to say A. Or B. A or B. I mean, the Gradius 3. I'm sorry. This is Gradius 3. I've played this game a lot.
Gradius or Gradius? Make up your mind.
Well,
Yeah.
some people say Ninja Gaiden, and some people say Ninja Gaiden. I mean, take your pick.
Do they say Gaiden or do they just say Ninja Gaiden?
I don't know. Oh, this is not hard. I mean, it's an S, an A, or a B because it's a solid shooter.
Because you're the only one I heard yell the last name of that, so.
Well, to be fair, if you grew up watching the movie The Wizard,
Yeah,
it's
you know.
Ninja Gaiden. it's like
Ninja
Yeah,
Gaiden.
Wizard is a good movie.
It is.
Yeah,
and that's where we all learned how to say Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah,
It's like-
exactly.
yeah.
But I mean, I think it is Gaiden, not Gaiden, because it's really not spelled that way. So
Yeah. It's hard to get because I feel like I'm being biased if I give it an A. I grew up on this game too. This was redeemed on the channel. I grew up on this game. I almost want to give it an A because I absolutely love Gradius. It was such a great game.
Lightning, that would be great. I tried learning Japanese a little bit in school, but
Y'all should learn
very
Japanese?
Very quickly, I am far too stupid to learn a second language. Even French, which is Canada's second national language, I know almost nothing about. I just can't get a grasp on it.
I'm torn between A, S, and a B. Because Gradius is great. I mean, I love that game. It's one of my favorite games I ever played. What's a Rayquaza? What?
It's a Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Oh,
We'll give it an A. It was a good game.
Pokemon. All right.
Pokemon. Jedi Fallen Order. I played this near the beginning of the year. The one stream that Bacon raided me. I remember this. For what
I enjoyed this game.
What would you give it in your opinion? A B or an A or an S? I want to say it's a great. I mean, most of these games, I wouldn't say fantastic. No.
No, I wouldn't put it in an S tier, but I also feel like B is just too low, so I'd kind of have to say A.
I have to give it an A too. I liked it for what it wasn't Dark Soulsy as people claimed it to be. I'm like, this is so Dark Souls.
Well, no, it has Dark Souls mechanics, like when you go
but it's not like.
And then when you come back and all the enemies are back, it's that's the Dark Souls.
Dark Souls mechanics, but not the difficulty.
Exactly. Yeah, it has that, like the respawning enemies, the checkpoint from meditation zone to meditation zone. Those are the campfires.
Yeah, that's about
it.
It
plays like that, but is it like, do you have these bosses that are just absolutely ridiculous? No. Fun game though.
Good, yeah. Oh, did you play the
story? Good droid.
What'd you think when you saw Darth Vader show up? You're like, oh, I'm fucked.
I was like, fuck yes, let's go. I
want to fight
him. I was like, yes, give him. I want to fight, and it was,
Did you play Did you play the sequel yet?
No, actually, I want to though.
I want same here. Inari, I think it was called. I can't remember what it's called. The image cut off a little bit, which that was a weird indie game I played on my Switch. It was a platform, very short game, very short. Beat it in one sitting actually. Solid control, good music. The pixelated graphics were good. If you're a big furry fan, you'd like this game. It was okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible either. So it's between a C and I give it a C. It was a mediocre. It was a filler game. I thought that was an okay game. Inari, what was it called? Inari. I can't remember. Damn it, I can't remember what it was called because the image is being cut off. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't remember how it was spelled. Let me find it real quick. It was a Switch game. I'll type it in. Switch. Where you at? Switch. There. I don't have it on my completed list. What the hell? I know I played it. Oh, there it is. Chase of Deception. Oh, I put it for PC. Oh, I played it for my Switch. I have to fix that later. I played this for Switch. Okay. Yeah, this is the name of the game. I'll post it in chat. Bloop. And I can't. Can anyone pronounce that? I can't pronounce that.
Inukari.
Inukari. Yeah.
Inukari. Yeah.
Chase of Deception was good. It was okay.
Holy shit! It was like CJ Inception there for a second.
Yep. CJ Inception. I had to go look at the image got cut off, but yeah,
That's
meh.
entirely too much CJ.
Shut up. Quantum Fighter for the NES.
I hated this game. I played it a lot as a child. I never got anywhere. I was horrible at it, so I hate it.
But that's a hard game, so that must be a bad game.
I was just a kid and I sucked, but I don't know. I didn't get the hang of it at all. I don't even think I probably got maybe stage 2 or some shit.
I give it. I mean, I save stated quite a bit on this game.
Go figure.
Yeah, it was tough. There were some really, really difficult jumps. You play it, Sean.
Sean knows what's up.
You stated? I'm shocked. Shocked, I say. Wow.
Wait, did I play this one?
I don't know. It's a retro game.
I played so many.
$50.
Lost track.
$50. Cyril plays it and beats it without save stating the shit out of it like CJ did.
$100 says Sorrel doesn't get past stage 4 in Holy Diver when she plays it the first time on their first stream.
CJ's ace up his sleeve. Holy
Exactly.
diver.
I told you so. Says Sorrel says, "Screw both of you. I don't have the patience to bother with this."
Well, she's
She'll go
playing
play
it.
something she wants to play.
She's gonna play it and she's gonna beat it without save stating the shit out of it like CJ did.
I didn't save state the shit out of it. No, I only save stated when I completed the level. That was it. Just to keep my progress. That's not save scumming the shit out of something. There's a difference. Oh my god. Well, I'm sorry. I'm
too distracting. The viewers can't tell what the game is.
Well, I don't know why. I don't know why it's cutting it off. I can't help that.
I think it might be because you have it stretched.
Yeah, like it might be cutting off part of the image to maintain the proportion.
It's cutting off. No, it's actually cutting off the image on my end as well. Like Jedi Fallen Order, the word Jedi is cut off.
Because it's trying to maintain like a certain like aspect ratio for the image, it's cutting it off to make it fit.
Like stretch it out right a little bit for the moment.
Okay, I'm talking about the actual website. It's cutting the image off deliberately. That's just how it's doing. That's not
like the website where you got the image.
Yeah, the create tier
when I sounds like a laziness on your part.
Well, I just download the image because the image is actually okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like the laziness part is that like you found a cut off image and couldn't be bothered to find a proper image.
Hold on a second. Where is it at? Where's Star Wars at?
It'd be easy to find if you had like renamed them on what the games are.
Yeah.
I did, but I can't find it. No, here you go. Here's the actual image. I didn't cut off the image. The website's cutting it off. That's the actual image.
Yeah, so like the website, when it goes and uses the image, it's trying to do a certain aspect ratio.
Well, how do you change that? I don't know.
But that's what it's doing. It's like, okay, well, the aspect ratio that we're shooting for is such and such, but the image doesn't work for that, so we're gonna cut off part of it to make it fit their aspect ratio.
I think you have to stretch it to the right.
Oh, well, you're talking about this no crop. Oh, okay, there you go. I didn't see that down there. Thank you, Sorrel. Listen to me. Go back to and scroll down. Jeez, I didn't know that. Okay, well, I learned something new. I never used this website for.
Sorrel.
Yeah, for once I should.
Not just a pretty face.
That's questionable too. Oh, look at that.
Questionable.
My bad. Okay. Oh, that fixes that. Well,
he just doesn't like girls. That's all.
Yep, I totally don't like girls. Just like I don't like you. Ooh, another burn.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
All right, let me go. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick, and then I'll continue this. I'm thirsty.
You misspelled CJ.
You misspelled CJ. How dare you misspell my name? That's not very nice. All right. All right, so Jedi Fallen, yeah, I gave it a D. It was the D. All right, Mario's Adventure. I'm probably gonna give this a C. That's a ROM hack. Let me go get a drink real quick. I can still hear you guys, so if you talk shit
Another
about me,
ROM hack he played.
yeah, that was for
Sorry, I'm stuck in the middle of an ad break.
that was for
I've been here
RGB.
for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's an ad break, so I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Imagine getting ads on Twitch and not using an ad blocker.
I got a browser that blocks ads for like YouTube, but like apparently it doesn't work for Twitch.
I've got a specific thing for like blocking
Okay.
ads.
I didn't know you could get an ad blocker for that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So all y'all who I watch, I'm not subbed. You ain't getting any money from me. Sorry, not sorry. But CJ's got he's got a prime sub from me anyway, so it doesn't matter. Though if he keeps doing like year-end reviews, like not even at the year end, I have to rethink that. And doesn't start bitching about retro game or stop bitching about retro games when he gets them redeemed, even though it's an option on his channel.
Just like bitching is also optional. Thank you.
Like how dare these 30-year-old games not have modern day game control polishing?
That's okay. You use that ad blocker. Thanks for your support, Chaotic. Yeah.
Dumbass, you've got a sub. What are you talking about?
I'm just messing with you. What's the Sorrel can criticize? I thought you weren't feeling well. I mean, if you want to join chat, go right ahead. Just
Bring her
don't
in,
be,
CJ.
don't, Whitefire can do that. Just hop in the regular chat and they'll drag you in the Twitch one. Mario's Adventure, that was the first game I met RGB. And see, he played Holy Diver for my birthday, so I played Mario's Adventure for his. So that was a complimentary redeem. For a ROM hack. The game was okay. It was very impressive for a mod hack. That's one reason why I give it a C. I can't give it a B. It's a solid game overall as a ROM hack, but it is somewhat trolly and notoriously difficult. And I get what they were trying to do with it, but they made it way harder than it needed to be. Hop into the regular voice chat, Sorrel, and then Whitefire will drag you in here. Sean Bond's Adventure.
I think that one was overrated, but I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that. I know it.
Give it a B. I liked it for what it was. It was such a 180 from a Mega Man game, but for what it was good. I would have given this game probably an A, but some of the puzzles got insanely stupid difficult. Yeah, I watched Dee play this too, and she got almost as stuck as I did on some of the puzzles.
Hi, Sorrel.
But other than that,
Hello, everyone.
dang, you're
How
loud.
are you? Yeah, she's on her phone, dude.
Oh, okay. That's why it says I don't have permission to join the voice. That's why I said join the regular chat. Someone will drag you into here. This is.
And I did it, unlike you, who would not scroll down on tier maker after several times of me trying to tell you.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I blame Chaotic. I'm too distracted.
You know, remember that part about CJ doesn't read chat? There you go.
Oh, shut up. She didn't highlight the message. My bad.
Okay, yeah.
I have to
Yeah,
highlight
fair
every
point,
message.
Lightning Edge. I don't think it's like a fair criticism to demote a game just because you suck at doing puzzles.
Oh, thanks. No, I had
Plus
too
one
many
to
of
that,
them.
Lightning. But then
Can't-
again,
You suck at puzzles, just saying. Well,
I
it was an okay, not just because of the puzzle, it was just a standard, it was like above average. I mean, I liked it for what it was. It was cute. Not a long game.
no, Uno wants you to work out.
I need to
Need to what?
play Tronabon.
It's good. I liked it. It was fun. It was cute.
How much does a copy of that game go for now?
Oh, a lot.
Last I checked, it was like 150-ish.
No, it's more
Oh
than
my
that.
goodness.
That was
It's-
last I checked. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's like over $300 Canadian easily.
I want to say
Oof.
I want to say the Illumination got the inspiration from the minions from this game because all the little yellow dudes. I mean,
I'm pretty
there's-
sure that was out before the Minions shit
But-
was. So
I think they ripped off Lego. like
Yeah.
Lego
Yeah,
is a
Lego,
thing, then
yeah.
They ripped off Lego. then
Lego too.
Yeah. They all just
it was a cute game. I liked it for what it was. Need for Speed Payback D dog doo doo. It was
no, I liked it.
This is one of the weaker Need for Speed games and compared to other ones.
Yeah, so
The story was just blah.
holy
Some of the races and some of the mini games you had to do, it dragged out longer than needed. It's like do a set of races, do an objective for each character, do a main thing, rinse, repeat. It just and the story just wasn't that good.
well, it is a racing game, yeah.
It is a racing game, but if you play the other Need for Speed games,
Imagine racing in a racing game, guys.
And then after you race again.
That's
Holy
that's-
shit, that's madness.
I mean, look.
Absolutely.
Look at games like
Uncalled
I think most people here have played Burnout's Revenge, phenomenal game.
Burnout.
Then you play. Okay, then why? How come no one loved Burnout Paradise?
Because Burnout Paradise is fucking trash.
And that's exactly what Need for Speed Payback was.
Well, the only reason like Burnout Paradise I think did so badly is because like the previous games all had a point A to point B. Here's the course, and it just kind of you follow the course and that's it. But like in Paradise, you had to map it out yourself.
Yeah.
It wasn't this is your course and it's just gonna keep you on it and you just
It was
drive.
you
You had to
open
figure it out
world.
yourself.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
Open world, you
really,
didn't know where
really-
the hell you were going.
really rough. Yeah,
It's like GTA, and GTA did better at that.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Sean Bond complete $776.
Oh, good
And that's
Raven.
Canadian, so no
Good thing we have
problem
RetroArch.
yeah.
Or
it
just-
seems
or
like
get a-
that why
Oh no, can you get replicas on CD?
emulation is good.
You mean
That's a more. Oh yeah, I guess that would. Yeah, I mean, Sorrel gets replicas for Nintendo and
You
stuff. Can
gotta
you do?
redeem, buddy. You gotta,
that's-
you gotta work
I know. I saw the redeem. Give me a second.
Yeah, you're talking about the right. Okay, for NES, Super NES.
Yeah, can you
I was
get
gonna say, yeah.
Can you get a replica of Tron Bonne or no? Probably not.
I don't
don't
think you
thi-
can do that with PS1 games.
Yeah,
I think you just took the
You
words out
can,
of my
you
mouth.
can
Yeah.
burn
Yeah.
it, CJ. You can burn it.
you'd have to mod it. Yeah, you have to mod your PS1
No, you
though.
don't. If you had the older model ones, you can just trick it like you would by putting in a regular game, and then after the loading screen, pop the top, switch the games, and it will play
Oh.
the.
Oh, I didn't
one
know
you
that.
Switched.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or there's the what the hell game was that? The Alien Resurrection or whatever that just came out this year that everyone found the hack with. That it would allow you to play any burned game. That's why it shot up in
Interesting.
price.
Isn't
Kind of a
what was
weird
it?
thing. Like I wonder how they would like kind of check if it was a burned or an original game
It
because
was
like
it's
the
a
laser
demo.
should read it the same.
The die is different between a burnt CD and a PlayStation disc. The die is
It's in
different.
a tier list. It's a beer list.
Yeah, it's a beer list.
Oh,
Hey,
But
Ultra.
CJ
Tron
doesn't
Bond
drink
as well,
beer.
like-
Ultra.
I drink root beer.
Trombon's one I don't have, Sorrel.
Going on, Ultra.
Linkle Liver Story. That was a Japanese. That was, I think, Sega fan redeemed that. That was a translated game, for Sega Saturn. I give it an A. I liked it. It was very fun, very easy. There
It's
were.
good.
I really. It's basically it's an easy top down Zelda style like Link to the Past kind of game, but very fun. Goofy humor, colorful characters, good music. It's pretty casual. I only died a couple times. It was it was a great experience for what I played for what it was. It wasn't like too hard, wasn't too easy. It was just a good balance of excellency. Time Spinner. This is between a B and a C.
My wife is an easy top-down Zelda style.
Really? So you say.
Oh, CJ, why'd you say it like that? It's so creepy.
I know. How you doing, Ultra?
Don't worry,
Times-
Ultra, you're safe. CJ doesn't like girls.
Oh, shut up.
He's afraid of
Shut
vagina.
shut up, chaotic. God, see, don't make me kick you out. I'll do it.
You didn't like Time Spinner. I've heard a lot about this game. Why didn't you like it?
I liked it. No, I'm just because it is super freaking easy. That's one reason I feel like it goes. I never died once. It's super easy. You actually have to try to get killed to lose in that game. The story was good. Story was decent.
Do you want to die?
No,
Like,
but I'm just saying.
sometimes it's just the experience.
I know it's just such an easy game. I give it a B. I give it. They are making a sequel to it though.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
For a pixelated Metroidvania, it's not that long. I think it took me 4 or 5 streams to finish it. Solid control. Yeah, I'll give it a B because the control was really good. I had no issues with the control. It was very, very responsive. Like
Meow Mix brand cat food has a variety of 4 delicious flavors cats love. In fact, it's the only cat food that tastes so good, cats ask for it by name.
all right, fine. Yeah, he heard it. He heard it through the headset. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
I heard him. I see him. Yeah.
Okay, good. I was about to
Yeah.
say, like, it was kind of disappointing because you've got the headset on, so you can't like hear it and rush over.
Yeah.
I'll do the workout thing as well. All right. You want the lion outfit?
Can't spell Time Spinner without penis miter.
What?
Holy moly.
What? Okay.
Never quite heard it explained like that before, but there's a first time
So-
for everything.
So when you gonna get Ty to wear an outfit there, Sorrel? Gotta give him an outfit.
Ty won't let me put clothes on him. It's hard enough to put a harness on him to take him out walking outside.
Aww.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I had a cat a long time ago. She loved to go on walks. I only had her for a year. Her name was Sarah, but she actually would grab the leash.
Who the fuck
And-
is Sarah?
Sarah.
Sarah was one of my first cats I had when I was like
Okay.
12. Yeah, that was her name was Sarah. No, her name was Sarah. She was a great kitty cat. She loved going on walks. Unfortunately, she
You
got
can't say that name around Sorrel.
I didn't. Who the fuck is Sorrel Clay?
Yeah, but
Yeah, we got you a special treat this time. Yum yum.
You named the cat Florine? That's a cute name for a cat. Florine?
Maureen,
Florine.
that's different.
You know, it just occurred to me that I have been so comfortable with you being Hey Sorrel that I almost forgot that you were Sorrel Clay.
I was, yep. I'm glad
Yeah.
we've thrown that behind us.
Yeah, and until now it was pretty much was. It was like I was like I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorrel Clay, I don't think about it, but I still
Me neither.
remember, like,
I still remember. I still remember because the bot would always say Sorrel_Clay. I'm like, that's gotta be annoying.
I just remember the whole like, who the fuck is Sarah Clay? You know, you can't, so we're not allowed to say that anymore because it got overdone and she got mad, which is fair.
It was mainly Vito, because it started as Vito saying it, and then X of the Universe kept calling me Sarai, and I'm like, okay, fuck it, let's do something about this. So
That
I was
guy
like,
is
it's time to
Well,
change.
that sounded like they did that
Pain in the
deliberately to
ass.
troll to say Sarai.
well, no, he did.
Well, Yeah, yeah.
Just, I mean, I'm not triggered by it, but it's pronounced Booley, not Bowie.
yeah. Okay, it's actually not pronounced either one of those, but
Yeah.
We need Master Max in here.
well, we don't. He's just gonna make fun of you too.
He'll just say, "I'm innocent. I don't know what you're talking about."
I love how CJ swings his whole arm lifting the weight.
Yeah, I was
you
just
know?
looking at it like that is not. I don't think that's how you're supposed to work out.
No,
Yeah,
He's
the
using his
weight
other
the
arm for
weight
leverage
is
too,
supposed
you know?
to create resistance. So what you're supposed to do is like CJ, hold your bicep area straight, like solid. Keep it
Yeah.
straight. There you go. And then drop it and go a little slower. Lift.
Don't,
There-
try not to like sit at a 45 angle either. You know.
yeah, and stay up straight.
I'm not trying. I'm just lifting.
No, I know, but
He's
I'm
working
just
that
I'm
left arm because he already works that right arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like so that's the whole point is
I'm Quagmire.
it's like you're trying to work your arm, not your whole body.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Lightning Edge says, put your other hand under that elbow to support it, so you
Yeah.
That way, like you're not
They'll
gonna
just-
go and like swing your elbow and everything around.
Comes out with a bomb, just dogs him out like that. CJ deserves it though. He gives her shit all the time, so he deserves anything she throws back at him.
It's true.
100%.
Do you not have another like a second weight like that?
No, just one.
Because like I would think like if you're gonna do like arm reps like that and all, you'd want to have one for each arm to kind of keep yourself balanced.
Yeah, I need to get a second one.
And now he's like, "Oh, my arm hurts."
It does. I did 20 reps. I normally do. Put your left foot in, raise your face up, drop your left foot down, and shake her ribs. That's funny.
Drop your left butt down. All right.
All right, William, hurry up. Eat your food.
Shake a ribbon house.
Williams over there like IR lion.
Mr.
I am
Potato
king of the
Head
house.
can do
Shut
it.
up.
So can anyone.
Oh, you guys would have loved it yesterday. CJ was playing some fucking game, redeemed by
Recap attack.
Onion. Redeemed by Onion, and all he did the entire stream was bitch about his controller.
Well, the controller actually died. Yeah.
He buys cheap controllers. He thinks spending $30 on a controller is a good deal.
Was a good deal. Lasted 6 months. Don't know. They're refunding. They've already refunded me, and they're shipping me a new one.
Oh, why don't you tell everybody your theory about like PlayStation 4 controllers and why they're bad to use?
I don't know. A lot of people, like I said, I've had a lot of people have issues with PlayStation controllers playing on the PC.
I wonder if that might have something to do with the fact that they're meant to be played on a Sony system and not a
Yeah.
PC.
Exactly, Whitefire, because you used a PlayStation controller and you've had problems with it.
Yeah, because like they're not meant to be played on a PC.
We'll say though, the PS5 one has been great on PC. I haven't had a single issue with it.
I've used a PS4 controller playing some Steam games and it was fucking golden. Like, so
I would imagine, like, yeah, some games are probably going to have the support for it, but like the newer controllers, I'd imagine are going to be a lot more like universal like that these days. So like, I'm not surprised that like PS5 ones work better.
Hell,
I actually still need to get a PS5. I might have to look at getting one sometime in the.
Alright, Tales of
I
Destiny
got a few games I
2.
wanna play.
That was redeemed by, I think, Turkey Toes. I can't remember. You remember this game, Whitefire. You were there to help me with that math puzzle. Remember that puzzle? Oh.
Yeah, I think I do.
With the numbers and
I
stuff.
remember
And we had, yeah.
Oh, is that the one where like it had the weird thing on the floor and like we had to figure out like
It was,
yeah,
it was,
plus or minus or something
yeah,
nonsense
yeah.
like that?
and we,
Yeah.
we approached it the wrong way. It wasn't very well designed.
Yeah, it wasn't so much a matter that we had problems with the math, so much as you failed to read the instructions.
Oh, shut up! You had a hard time too. No,
yeah,
no.
because you didn't give me the proper instructions. I'm trying to figure out the solution for a problem that's not even the one you're working on.
And I went to the beginning of the area and showed you. Oh, whatever. Don't twist this on me. It was not a.
not reading something correctly. My God, I've never heard of that in my life.
Shut up, chaotic. How many times have we had to say "shut up, chaotic"? I should make an account called "Shut Up, Chaotic," just like you made "Shut Up, CJ."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. I give this game an A, almost close to an S, but near the end of the
Tales of Destiny.
I didn't play this. This is my actually very first Tales game. Phenomenal. This was a phenomenal game overall. I think if they would lighten up with near the end, they start throwing too many gimmicks. Even Duggar, I think, showed up in chat. It's like, man, they're just throwing every little gimmick at you. I'm like, yeah, it's getting a little
Played
tedious.
1 and 2 on the original PS1, and I enjoyed them.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed this game. This was an A, definitely.
I'm
This
very,
could have.
very biased for.
This could have been an S if they would have lightened up on the mechanics and some of the gimmicks and stuff. This would have been an S for me. But overall, really good game. Voice acting is cheeky and cheesy, of course, but it tells a good story. The combat system's solid. The cooking system's simplistic. The item system, the menu system, everything about the game is really, really good. This was one of the really good games that was streamed for this year. So
Yeah,
I
don't
think
know how that differs from the PlayStation 1 versions, but I played both of them, like I said, and
this is PlayStation 2. This is
How
PlayStation
is
2.
it that the only game that you've put into the S rank category so far isn't even a game originally made by a developer? It's a fan remake.
Because CJ's in love with fan remakes. He just like,
No, it was just very, very well done. Just a very well solid game.
It must be that RPG Maker bonus points.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah. Is Sorrel still here? She went AFK. She got
I'm
quiet.
here, of course.
Okay. Legend of Zelda Ages dog doo doo.
Oh, come on, they're decent.
No, okay, no, I'll give it. All right, because it's Zelda. I'll give
Yeah,
it
I
a
was
C.
about to jump in myself and say that is not a D tier game.
It's a
C.
difficult game because it's a Zelda and it's confusing and.
Oh, dude. Compare to games like Link's Awakening and Link to the Past. No, Ages was.
Well, dude, I'll tell you right now. There's something about the Game Boy Zelda games that are just kind of like the hardest Game Boy games.
They're more difficult.
So
people, I will say this to those who have played Ocarina of Time. You think the water temple is bad? Wait till you get to Jabba's belly. I will never forget that level. I was looking at a guide and I was like, "What? Oh, okay." It was, and also the one thing compared to Seasons, which Seasons will come up here because Seasons on here as well, is unlike Seasons, Ages, they throw every mini game out there you have to freaking do, including a dance one, which is very picky. Not only you have to get the notes right, you have to get the rhythm right. And the game would constantly buzz me out and say, too slow. Like, how much faster do you want me to hit this left button? What? No.
Faster.
Much faster. Yeah. Like, you're just off by a fraction of a second. It shouldn't be that hard. I mean, it's not, to me, I didn't think that mini game was hard. I think it was just extremely picky. I don't know if that was the emulator or I should have played it probably on the Switch version. I probably would have had a little better time. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, just so many mini games. It was just insanely crazy. But I give it a C. When we come to Seasons going to get a B. I like Seasons better than Ages. By the time I got to Dungeon 5 and Ages, I was like, I'm just ready to be done with this. Bravely Default 2. The longest game on stream. I know several people, including Chaotic, were ready to be done with this game. Oh, this is an easy 20 coin game redeem right here for you, Sorrel, because it is long.
I don't even know what I have it set at. I'm sure it's a lot.
104 hours.
That's how long you took on it?
Yeah, it took me 104 hours to finish it. I'd say maybe this, if I wasn't streaming this, 80. Because I'm not talking with chat and stuff like that. But my game clocked at 104. And I didn't even do everything. I did one side thing. Well, try to keep it spoiler-free as possible.
A 40-hour game for like a normal person?
Yeah, sure. No, 40 hours is an average for an RPG, in my opinion. Anything above 40 is above average. Brave Default, one thing with Brave Default 2, there's like several endings, and you have to do them all in order. In order to get the best ending, you have to do a card minigame. And that alone took 10 hours to do. Because you have to do the card minigame, get the cards, then go fight the enemy to get the class, then you can get the real ending. Because you have to have all the classes to get the real ending. And that includes all 3 bonus classes. They explain why you need it. It's very lore. What? Ages is back.
Gotta get that Triforce of STDs.
It's funny, they don't really mention the Triforce in Ages, or they mention the 3 Triforce mark on Link's hand, but that's the only time you really get a Triforce reference.
Yeah, I mean, like, Zelda games are kind of notorious for that. It's like every other game has the Triforce in it, and then it's like one game goes into Triforce stuff, and then the next game completely ignores it or something. And then, like, it's like every other one, it pops up, and then, like, the in-between games have just Triforce nothing.
Good RPG, but just letting you know, it's long. It's probably almost as long as Xenosaga, if not close. Oh, Xenogears, I'm sorry. Alright, Whitefire, this is me and you, chained together.
That was actually a really good game. The only thing about, like, the only reason I wouldn't rate it higher than whatever is probably because it's just kind of a cheap game. But, like, for a cheap game, I thought it was really good.
Cheap, but it was also it was a rage game too, so don't
yeah, I mean, like, but like that was by design, so like you can't really fault it, anything on that account. I mean,
no,
it is what it was meant to be. But like, yeah, I'd say the only thing about it is like it could have maybe used some more polishing, but otherwise, like, I like the banter, I like the way it played and everything. Like, I thought it was pretty good.
B?
No, I wouldn't give it an A. I'd say it's a B because, like, I'd have to if it was better polished, I'd give it an A. But like, It's unfortunately just a little too cheaply made to be an A.
Yeah, I think the cheapest thing on that was trying to like pull you up with the chain mechanic. That was probably the worst part of that game.
Yeah, like the chain mechanic thing was really annoying. Like that could have been implemented a lot better. But yeah, like just like little stuff like that. I think it's just they could have done a little more work to make it a better experience.
And
but
now the other game.
overall, I thought it was good.
Disgaea 4. Was slightly better than 2, so I'll give it an A. Still has its issues, not as bad as it was, but it's still bad, but still more quality of life improvements. But I really pushed this to an A because the story was just so goddamn good. It was so goofy, and the voice acting is phenomenal. So Bombshell, thank you for redeeming that. I mean, it does still have its issues, like Disgaea 2 has, but a little more quality of life improvements, but it gets a nudge to an A because there's a lot more features to it. They simplified some things, like they add the cheap shop. So instead of passing a bill back and forth to increase the enemies, to decrease the enemies, you know, I had to do that in Disgaea 1 and 2, Torn. The third one,
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't say for the third one because the third one was PS3 exclusive. We never got the third one on PC or other systems.
Like they pushed back some of the again, like that's another one of those areas where like in like the remaster and stuff of Disgaea 1, they pushed back some of the quality of life stuff, so that instead of having to do it bill by bill by bill, there's bills now where you can max out the item level or enemy difficulty or stuff all in just one pass rather than having to do it 20 times in a row.
Remember all those?
So like, yeah, they've pushed back some quality of life fixes and all. So like that's good, but yeah.
Remember all the goofy screenshots I posted on your Discord, Sorrel? That's all from Disgaea 4. Phenomenal, and if you ever want to learn more, you'll never know more about sardines if you ever play 4. The voice acting is so fucking good. Val Torres, you deserve an Emmy, dude. I mean, damn, everyone put a lot of love and heart into the voice acting. I love it's. You don't see a lot of video games doing that these days, where the voice actors really put their heart and soul into the game, and they really did with Disgaea 4. That's the biggest reason why I give it an A. It still has its issues like Disgaea 2 had, but it gets a notch up because more quality of life improvements, and of course.
Are you sure it's only an A? Because you were like gushing hard, and you haven't done that for any other game that you have on this list.
With Disgaea 4? Well, yeah, because the voice acting is that fucking good.
Are you sure you don't?
I can't give it an S. I can't give that an S. No.
Okay, if you're gonna give it an A though, like what things disqualify it from getting an A? Like what things like are you gonna?
You mean give it an S? Same thing. Same issues that Disgaea 2 had. They didn't really like the computer constantly would just gang up on one character and just.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's the way the game's meant to be played. Like that's saying that like I'm gonna downgrade the rating for Chain Together because of the fact that it's a rage game.
That's why. Yeah, it's meant to be that way. No, but I don't know, Sean. You've played enough of tactics games. Does the computer tend to say, "Oh, look, the healer. Let's send 5 units after the healer and just take him out quick"? Does it do it a lot?
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't really focus.
That's good programming.
Well, it doesn't really focus on per class. It'll usually focus on who's the closest to them or who's the most convenient.
The computer never did that, including the final boss. They would gung-ho for the healer immediately.
But was the healer always your lowest level character?
Yes, but they would.
That's why. So it wasn't that they were going after your healer. It was that they were picking off your characters from weakest to strongest, and your healer was always the weakest character you had.
But that's also bad strategy because you just don't gung ho.
No, it's not. That's beautiful.
It's bad strategy.
It's the same thing like you do when you go in and play like 14 or something. Is like we always pick off the ads before we go after the boss. That's actually really good programming.
But that's an action. That's an art. That's not like a tactical game.
You don't like the fact that they're using effective team strategy against you is not a good criticism.
But here's the downside to that. You send all your units to the healer. Now you've left yourself wide open to be flanked and everything, and I can easily take out a boss that way. That's how I won most of my fights. The downside is my healer never got the experience points from the bonus because they were dead, and there's no reviving either. That's the other thing I didn't like about Disgaea series. There's no
Well, I
revive
guess
it.
that would have been the part of being like, well, I guess the issue is that your healer was too weak overall. If
Yeah,
they
but
were
the
stronger,
but
that
the
would have
fact
been the
that
case.
yeah, but the fact that even if I had the healer all well guarded way back there, which most of the time I did, the monsters would just gung ho for the mage units, even though they're way back there, and they leave themselves wide open for my next turn. The
But I
downside,
mean,
you?
like, is that the only criticism you had? Is like, was there nothing else about the game you didn't really like? Or
I don't care for the tiles.
Or you could ask this, CJ.
I mean, again, that sounds just a matter of like you don't think it's an S-rated game just because you don't like that style of game.
Or you could even look at it this way, where you said how they gung ho right for your mage units. Don't you?
if I'm able to get to them, sure, but I'm not going to risk all my units just to take out the mages. No.
But I mean, like, no, like, say for example, we're playing 14 and we're in the middle of a boss fight or something, and some ads pop up. Like, aren't you like? It's obvious we're going to go after and take out the ads first, so we can go back to focusing on the boss without having everybody else beat up our other characters. That's like, yeah, like that's how you're supposed to be played, and it's like, yeah, if you were playing their units, you'd do the same thing. Like, you'd go after and pick off the weakest characters, and then focus all your guys on on the stronger ones later.
Yeah, but you're not leaving yourself wide open to getting killed. When you do that, that's not 14's not a tactical game. Where in a tactical situation, you're leaving yourself wide open to like just getting your.
I mean, it is tactical enough in that sense of like, yeah, like I don't know, like it's not super high end, like strategy like that. Like, yeah, it's not supposed to be like super high like stressful strategy stuff like that on the AI part. It's like there's supposed to be a generalized sort of like force against you. It's not like you're supposed to be playing chess against them.
Yeah, and that's how it felt like. I don't know. I mean, it just suffered from the same thing that 2 and 1 suffered from. And I think that's the only reason. That's one reason why I mean, I also wasn't really huge on. The tile system was really cool, but the fact in some of those maps they turn into a puzzler. In a tactical game, it's not a puzzle game; it's a tactical game. Don't turn into a puzzle game. And some of those maps in Disgaea 4 were really amped up. Some of the geo tiles. That's what I'm talking about.
But I mean, like criticizing the fact that like you didn't like the tiles thing is kind of like saying that like I don't like Horizon Zero Dawn because of all the robots in it. It's like, well, that's the entire point of the game. It's meant to be played that way. Like, it's an intentional feature of the game. It's not a something that like wasn't implemented right or like
I like the feature. I like the feature, but at the same time, I didn't like it to where they made it into the map is nothing but a puzzle where you have to like figure it out and you have to do a specific thing to pass that map. There's no, and that's the beauty about tactical games. There should be more than one way to skin. I guess this phrase, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Disgaea 4
there's plenty of ways. Just because you didn't see them doesn't mean that there weren't ways.
I mean, even when you look at YouTube videos of how to solve something, like they all approach it the same way. So obviously, that's the obvious way of doing it. Go to work. All right.
But I mean, that doesn't mean that that's the only way.
Yeah. I mean, it was still. I mean, I will recommend this game overall if you love tactical games. The story is really good. The voice acting's phenomenal. That's probably, in terms of voice acting, definitely an S tier in terms of voice acting. But
so you love the Disgaea 4 game, and the only reason it didn't get an S ranking is because it's a Disgaea game. Got it.
Oh, whatever. Not like that. Okay. Nothing like that.
I'm glad that you like it, because I think Disgaea 4 Complete is on the Switch, and that actually makes me kind of want to pick it up. So, because I have 6 and 7 already.
I'd be curious to say.
I need to go through, because I've played the crap out of 1. I played half of 2. I got like halfway through, and then like got stuck at one point, and I haven't played the rest. And I really want to go through and play them all. But like, Disgaea games are a lot of fun. Like,
they are fun.
Like,
they are
really
fun.
Good, derpy, fun stories. The combat's really simple.
Combat's simple.
It's really easy to play the games if you don't mind grinding a little bit. If you know a little bit about how to like beef up your characters a little bit by like utilizing the item world to get some like stat boost here and there or something, the game's really actually pretty easy to play, honestly.
Oh, that was another thing that I compared to Disgaea 2 and 1. The item world was a bit of a dingus to me on this. Maybe it was just my bad luck, but there were a lot of times I had to restart my game because they would like put me on a single tile set with a bunch of enemies. I'm like, I can only get one character out. He's gonna get mollywopped. I'm screwed. I have to forcibly exit. That's just bad RNG though. But yeah, wouldn't mind watching Sorrel play this. Just be warned, it's long. But I would love to see her react to the story because the voice acting is really good in that. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, the Disgaea games are always really big on. There's like a ton of extra side stuff, and like you could probably beat Disgaea games in about 60 to 80 hours, but like there's probably like 200 or 300 hours worth of like extra content and grinding that you could do because like the item gods, like if you go through and get the highest rank items and then go all the way down to like fight the item gods and all, like it takes a lot of leveling and working to get up to be strong enough to kick them off.
That's like end game though, like massive end game.
That's like in game of in game. That's like super high end stuff.
Dark Souls.
There's a lot of depth in that game.
Dark Souls 2. KOX's favorite game.
It's not my favorite game, but
you love me playing it.
Move that game down 2 rows.
I do like the Soulsborne games. Like they are really entertaining to watch, I find, and I think that they are excellently done. I think From Software really hit the mark on those games. Like they were aiming for something and they fucking
I'll give it a B for what it was. It was a fun journey.
One more row, CJ. One more. From Software has only made one good game, and it's called Lost Kingdoms. Move that game down.
All right.
So biased. She's like this epic failure.
I hate From Software. I hate them. They're overrated.
They are overrated. It's overrated like Final Fantasy VII or Undertale.
Did you run into much of the like no more respawnings problem, or like was that really not a thing for you?
The no respawning didn't bother me. I like that. I actually enjoy, especially for the.
Okay, so like, I guess I was asking more a matter of not so much whether it bothered you so much as was it something that you saw a lot? Were you actually grinding out the enemies enough that you saw them stop spawning a lot, or was it just you
grind them enough they stop spawning? There's a way to respawn if you need to.
If you don't like actually go through and burn through the area enough times, you're not going to ever notice it. But like,
oh, I had to for the Iron Keep. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You bitching like crazy.
Oh, dude, the Iron Keep's so awful. I had Bacon tell me on voice chat one time. So, brah, I can't wait to get to the Iron Keep. You're gonna love. That's how he said, brah, you're gonna love the Iron Keep. That's how he said it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hate it. Okay.
CJ, Final Fantasy VII is not overrated at all. That game is fucking amazing.
Oh, it's an amazing game, but I think it's overrated. It's just.
I think you're overrated.
They talk about it. Oh my god, 7's so goat. I'm like, no, I didn't find 7 goat.
7 is pretty phenomenal.
7's phenomenal, but to say, oh, it's like.
Have you played it, CJ?
Yes, and I've beaten it. Yes.
Have you?
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Did you? Yeah.
Don't worry, he's just a hater.
That's right. I'm just a hater.
Final Fantasy VII, probably the best-selling one of all time.
Like, yeah, honestly, like, out of all the Final Fantasy games, like, 7 probably is one of the most popular games. So,
I loved 4 better than 7.
I think it was... What?
I loved 4 better than 7, and I loved 9 better than 7, but I did like 7.
Well, I'm sorry that 7 wasn't more 8-bit, wasn't 8-bit enough for you. Like, maybe we could go and see about having them downgrade the graphics enough to make you happy.
Oh, it doesn't know about graphics. It has nothing to do about graphics.
I started with 7, worked backwards, and then worked forwards, and I loved every one that I played.
Yeah.
So, like, in America,
like,
2, 3,
I've
5,
liked
7,
many
8,
of the
9.
Final Fantasy games, but, like, 7 probably was one of my favorites. Now, there's definitely some major criticisms I can have for the game, but, like, a lot of it is, like, kind of, like, just nitpicky shit. Like a lot of the big criticisms I have is the fact that like the poor translation job they did.
I was gonna say poor translation.
Like,
yeah,
that was a big hit to the game. Like they could have really. That was a big fuck up on their part. But I mean, like there's a lot of stuff that was really good about it. So like it was a great game.
It's great, but like poor translation, it is incredibly buggy too. But
yeah, like there's a lot of buggy, and the fact that they messed up a lot of the like what is it, the kanji or something when they translated it over to English is like there's a lot of points where like the dialogue doesn't make any sense because they screwed up the translation. And it's like if you go back and fix it, it makes a lot more sense, and it would have been really nice if they hadn't screwed that up.
Is this 7 you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
like when they translated it over, there's 3 types of Japanese characters or something, and when they translated it over, they used 2 of them and left out the third for some reason or something, from what I understand, and it messed up the translation. So there's certain parts where the dialogue
Makes
just
no
doesn't
sense.
make any sense. But if you go back and fix it in and slip in the third one like it's supposed to be, all of a sudden it translates through properly, and now it all makes sense.
Oh,
now.
they're referring to another character or something. I got you.
Well,
Well,
it's
also-
because there's a character. It's like using 3 different alphabets, and
Katakana, hiragana, and kanji.
yeah,
Okay.
and so like because they left out the third alphabet, it's screwing up the translation because there's certain alphabet characters that are supposed to be getting used, and they're just missing when the translation tries to come through, and it fucks up the translation.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so if you
Know
slip
that
them back in, it translates through and it makes a lot more sense. So like little stuff like that, like yeah, there's definitely some failings on like when they brought it over and they made it, and like there's certain things that are a little buggy here and there, but like for the most part, the game is really good. It was an amazing story. It was really really good.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I agree.
there's a lot of criticism I had for like a lot of different Final Fantasies, and like a lot of the times like it really boils down to being nitpicky. But like the Final Fantasy series overall are great games. They've been like really well renowned for just having amazing stories.
So what? So to wrap up Final Fantasy, when are you gonna play 16?
I've heard so much bad about 16. And
My problem with 16 is I just don't have a PS5. I need to get
16's
PS5 and then maybe
fine.
I'll look at
It's out on PC now.
I still
16's
haven't beaten
fine.
15. I got like halfway through 15 and keep losing interest.
The bromance game. I gotta play 15 eventually.
Like the bromance thing doesn't bother me. I hate the combat.
That don't bother me. No, I know that's what people call it. It's the bromance game.
Well, I mean, it is a very bromancy game. But I don't mind the bromance. The bromance is fine. It works out beautifully. Like again, like the thing that really bugs me about the game is the battle system. The gameplay of the game is really unappealing for me. I hate it.
Everyone's used to turn-based. I get that. Yeah.
I mean, like that's kind of the bread and butter of what made Final Fantasy games so good. And like the more, like the later in the series you go, the more they get away from it. And honestly, I really hate that.
Yeah, it's a bummer. All right, the fisting game, the rabbit fist
Tell me
one.
about this one, CJ. Tell me about Fist.
Yeah.
I want to know about this game.
I liked it.
CJ
It's-
loves the fist.
You liked fisting things?
Yes, I did. I'll give this. Oh, I want to give this game an S, but the story is.
an S for shit.
I can't give it an S because the story is.
Are you talking about what his
You know,
kept getting
I don't
covered
know.
in?
I'll ask this question: when you play a Metroidvania, you never expect the story to be phenomenal, right?
What are you talking about?
Well, some of them can
Symphony
be.
of the Night-
Definitely.
But I'm saying your expectations, like you're going into a Metroidvania, okay, I don't expect the story to be, oh my god, this is great. Like,
CJ,
you don't-
Symphony
Like you're
of the
saying,
Night's
like you're
fucking
going and
amazing.
playing them for like the gameplay and everything.
Yeah,
not so much the
exact-
story. Like
exactly.
if it has a good story, that's great. But like you're expecting great gameplay and maybe good story, and if it's great gameplay or great story, then that's extra.
You know what?
Frosting on the cake.
This was a phenomenal game. It pissed me off at times, but for a Metroidvania, it was solid. The story was good, but it wasn't like, oh my god. But I don't expect that. So I can't strike the game down for that because I didn't expect a really great story. But the story was really deep. If you love furry animals, absolutely, this game was definitely a furry. Every animal's a
That's why I
furry.
liked it.
No, I'm not big into furries. No, I'm not a furry. But it's just an observation. But solid control. I love the control in this. It was a decent amount for a metro for an indie game. No, I absolutely loved Fist. The music was good. The control was tight. If I had to nitpick something, probably you get 3 different weapons, and honestly, you end up using the whip the most. The whip's the most powerful weapon once you upgrade it. It's like almost to the point where it's absurdly broken compared to the fist weapon. But I prefer speed over brute strength, and the fist is a bit more slower versus the whip. It doesn't hit as hard, but because it's so overpowered, it's just like, I wouldn't say overly broken. You know how in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, that one weapon, the Chrysarum, whatever, Sean? It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, but not nearly as broken as that weapon. It's just very, very fast weapon. It doesn't hit hard, but it hits so fast that it just obliterates stuff. Not
To
as
help-
yeah.
To help your argument, right in the beginning of Symphony of the Night, if you know the trick, you can get the Balisard right away, which is the little knife.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the best weapons in the game.
Yeah, it's speed over strength. But yeah, if you,
Yeah.
I remember you talking about this. Yeah, if you love Metroidvanias, I absolutely recommend Fist. S tier, pretty much. Story isn't like, oh my god, but the voice acting's good. Hell, the rabbit sounded like David Hayter from or he tried to sound like David Hayter from Metal Gear. So it's
I
not
know
the
this
same.
one got a physical release on Switch, so maybe I'll look for it.
Yep, good game. I got this free on Epic, so for what I got for free and everything, I'm glad I came back to it. It was a good game. Little Kitty in Big City. Oh, you kitty kid. The William game. Hey. Short but sweet. Very short. Very. It's
I'm
short.
surprised that's not S for you.
Well,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
that would be super being me super
You were
biased.
when you were playing this, you were so giddy.
That was.
I know.
But the
that's
problem.
what I'm saying.
The problem is
no
the
other
game.
game did that to you.
The
You didn't complain about game mechanics. You didn't bitch or anything. Don't just admit it, CJ. It's S tier for you, but you just
If
do
I
it.
give this S tier, that's me being 100% biased, because okay. The weak point to this game was it's very.
This whole list is about your bias.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
It's your.
It's very
I'm trying to be.
opinion tier
Well,
list.
I'm also trying to be neutral and trying to be technical too. So
Buddy, there's no neutrality with this game. Everyone knows that you're gonna rank it as an S. So
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why
say-
when
the-
you did
the-
the A, I'm
the-
like,
the-
stop
the-
being modest with it.
the-
I know you want to put it as
I
S.
do want to put it as an S, but the problem with the game is it's very short. It's 3 hours, if that.
So,
It's meant to be a collect. It's meant to be a collectathon. Okay. I'll give it an
I
S.
mean, you can have short collectathon games.
Oh, there's a lot to collect in the game. If you're into collectathons and you love cats and animals, yeah, this is an S game completely. If you don't like collectathon, then it would be an A game for you. I'll give it an S because I wish it was longer. I'd give it between an S and an A because I wish it was longer. It was only 3 hours in length. But you want to go back to, I want to get all the outfits for the kitty cat. It's an adorably cute game. If you're having anxiety and bad day, play Little Kitty in Big City. It's such a cute.
Well, in
fucking
other
game.
words, you're just mad that you couldn't play with the pussy longer.
Exactly. Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, I couldn't go back to it and 100% it. I'm not huge into collectathon games to begin with. I don't play them very much. I get most of the stuff, but not 100%. Speaking of William, it's your baby. Oh, it's your baby. Oh. But yeah, it was a
we
good.
don't have the baby talk, CJ.
I'm sorry, it's William. Shut up.
See, this is why I knew that he would put
Yeah.
he wants to put it at S.
I
but he's
do.
being modest with the A, and I'm just like,
Hey,
don't-
look. Speaking
don't
of,
lie to us.
oh, Sean, Sorrel. Speaking of S, Mega Man 7.
I actually as a kid I played multiple of the Mega Mans, which is why I know I'm horrible.
Sean loved this game.
Horrible.
I saw him bitch the entire time.
We're going by your chart.
That
I
can go a little
played-
lower, CJ.
See?
I played 7 and it was for some reason it sticks in my mind as one that I enjoyed.
Honestly, I said this on stream. The first half 7, great. It's a B. Then the Wily stages start. It goes down to a C. Almost
feel
Seven-
like
Almost a D.
I almost feel like it could even go a little lower.
7 has the worst Wily boss of all of them.
I mean, it has the worst Wily. It has all the worst Wily bosses. Base, I was like, are you fucking Cinder from Killer Instinct? Stand the fuck still. I can't hit you.
But
I'll be
I mean,
fair and say a C.
To be
Walter
fair,
played it,
and
Mega played it, and he
loved
didn't
it.
have a huge struggle.
He did
In
struggle.
a couple of hours.
Jesus, that's Walter for you.
Like 2 or 3
Like,
I
to
would say
me-
the first half of 7 was great. I mean, some of the hidden stuff was a little very obscured. I had to look at a guide for a couple of them, but
From 1 through 7, this felt the oddest. I don't know. Like, it felt
It's
like
like
they
the
were
sprites
trying to
are so
do
big.
weird shit.
the sprite was big. Yeah,
It's an enjoyable Mega Man Classic Series Mega Man game. It's so weird because the sprites are so big because
They are.
it's Super NES.
Well, you remember,
And-
I always say it's Mario Mushroom Mega Man.
yeah. Mario Mission.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
it definitely
like-
it's an interesting take on the classic Mega Man art style. It's a very enjoyable game. I've always said when I was playing it, when I finished it on stream, it's a good game, but it's nothing to write home about, and it has the hardest Wily fight of the entire classic series,
Yeah.
maybe the
Yes.
entire series.
Yeah.
But it's a good game. It's
Now-
just, you know.
Now imagine doing that game hitless. No, no, it's okay.
What are you, Lightning Edge?
Oh, I'd love to see Lightning Edge do this hitless. I wish it was longer. Oh, you're funny. Yeah.
Lightning.
Honestly, yeah. This game would have been a B. This game would have been a B if the Wily stages were more manageable. But yeah, it goes down to 6. Like I said, the first half of 7 was great. I loved the first half of 7.
The
Second
way I
half I
look
did
at
not.
7, the way I look
I
at
like
7 is
7
the
more than 8.
levels. The levels are
Jump.
designed like the old school size, like you're supposed to be your small Mega Man.
Yeah.
But then they made you twice your size.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know. I feel like you have no room. It's like the claustrophobic Mega Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon Crystal.
Mega Man and Base on the GBA is also that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
I haven't played that one yet, and I'm not gonna like that.
No, not gonna like it.
That's the hardest Mega Man game.
I gave up on it at the very end because the hitbox could. You thought the hitbox? Well, yeah. Shut up. You thought the hitbox for Mega Man X3 for Sigma was picky? Oh boy, Base, they've amped it up bad.
Who did, me?
No. Well, people did. I know a lot of people hated that hitbox for 7 for 3.
I recall
mean, I
that
love
one being easy.
Really? Well, the hitbox, you know, the tiny hitbox for the killing Sigma at the end. He was.
Yeah, but
oh.
isn't it like you just do that upward thing, like that one move? I forgot what it was, but
If
I
you have
remember
the
just, like,
sword,
stand right in front of him and just go whomp. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
if you
just
have
hit him
the,
with the sword,
if you have the sword, if you got went out of the way to go get the sword, that's
which you should.
which you should. Yes, because without the sword, it even makes it even more absurdly harder.
Skip.
Uh,
no, wait. I'm thinking of. You know, you said X3, right?
Yeah, X3.
Yeah,
This
just
Sigma.
skip the ultimate buster and you get the sword.
Yeah,
And you're good to go.
you're good to go. But still, the hitbox was still very picky with that last part of that fight. But Mega Man and Base, like Sorrel said, oh yeah, I gave up. I was like, I hate to give up on this, but this is absurdly stupid. I don't know how much. It's like, imagine your hand full of lube and you're trying to thread a needle. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Or slime, or whatever. Peanut butter, whatever you want. Whatever.
Whoa.
What peanut butter, jelly, whatever kind of
Peanut butter and jelly.
I
for
heard
me,
threaded needle and peanut butter. I am lost.
Yeah, man.
Just-
I'm just hoping we don't like hit into like some
See,
bounce
there's-
shika wow wow
Oh,
sort of like
okay,
West
fine,
West here.
fine. Oh my god. All right. Well, just imagine your hand all gooed up or whatever.
I'm not sure I want to
Can
imagine
you,
that.
Can you
I
figure
think
out
that
a
comment
different
gave
way
me a
to-
stroke.
Like a different
All right,
way
imagine
to
this.
do it?
Imagine running on ice the entire time and trying to thread a needle. That's how picky the hitbox was in Mega Man and Base on that final fight.
Well,
You
I'll
just
tell
say
you.
it's a really picky hitbox, man. Like your analogies are terrible.
I know, but my analogies are fun. Moon Crystal.
It's absolutely the hardest Mega Man game I've ever played.
I have to agree because they could have made that way more improved. They could improve
See?
that.
You see how easy it was when Cirilla?
Yeah, but that's no fun. That's no fun. We gotta spice it up or sass it up, as Sorrel likes to say.
Well,
Moon Crystal, I give that one a B. I liked it for what it was. Some parts were frustrating. Some stuff was very innovative. I think you'll like it, Sean. It was a decent game. It wasn't great.
I love that game.
Yeah, Sega loves it. The whole turning around mechanic was very frustrating, and because you had to like adjust to that. But for the time of that game's release, it was innovative. So I'll give it that. All right, this is for me, Sean, and
Wait, do one first. Well, you might as well go in order.
go one first. Well, it's in
Why not?
one's way down. Weighs one. Okay, Real Mist. Okay, sure, Real Mist.
All right, and everyone, if you guys don't mind, I want no opinion on this. I want to hear his placement first before we
Deal.
speak.
Wait, for which one?
Mist.
one.
Real Mist.
I never
Missed
played-
one.
For what it was. You're cutting out, by fire. You're cutting out. Everybody's cutting out. Hello? Oh, great. Discord's acting up. It says awaiting endpoint.
Man, what's happening?
Is it me?
It's Discord, I think. There we go. We good?
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seemed
Okay.
like I was thinking it was my internet, but
All
okay,
right.
now.
Well, I don't know if anyone heard me, but I was just
Nope.
saying, like, I want CJ's placement before any of us talk
Oh,
about it.
oh,
Okay,
really?
yeah. So like, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, like, yeah, because you played the remaster, which I think is like the
Real Mist.
the remastered.
I played
Like
Real
they
Mist.
redid the graphics, but it wasn't the latest one where they did the 3D.
I never
Yeah.
played any of those games, so I've got no
Oh,
opinion.
I give it an F.
I haven't even watched them.
Just-
to tell
yeah.
you the truth.
Now, for what it was, I'm not. I'm do not care for puzzle games. I'm not big on them.
Yeah, we
I
know,
like them.
CJ.
Shut up.
Any amount of thinking, you don't like it.
Oh, shut up! My God, you're terrible.
Well.
No, for what it was, the story and the puzzles and everything, I give it an S. I liked it. It was. I mean, would I play this on my own? Hell no, probably not. I'm not great at puzzles, but the experience with you guys and the way you described the game and opening my eyes, I guess you could say, I give it an S. I compared to all the other Myst games, it was the top tier one. It was because the original was the best one.
Have you played all the other ones?
I haven't played 2. No, we're gonna play 5 in 2025.
Okay, so
And
I don't see how you can say compared to all the other ones.
compare the ones we played.
Yeah,
That's better.
because we've played 1, 3, and 4 so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
It's like you got 5 now, right? So like we just need to like put that on the schedule to
But
play.
yeah, keep
Pretty much, yeah.
keep it
And
brief.
then maybe at some point we'll have to go back and do the remaster of Riven.
Keep
Yeah.
it keep it brief because I only have an hour left. Well, your thoughts, Sean, and then we'll go Whitefire.
Well, no, I was just really curious about know what it is. I mean, you know me. That game.
You're a fanboy.
Kinda,
Fanboy.
yeah, I'm a very big Myst fan, so I would obviously keep that as a S tier or.
And Whitefire.
Well, obviously I'm gonna give it S tier because like yeah, it's a great game.
All right.
Like yeah, it's amazing story. The gameplay was really fun and
All right.
like the puzzles were good. Like they were not too easy and not too hard. And I thought it was like just overall a great game.
All right. Now we go to Myst 3.
Yeah, no, this is where the questioning of that S tier goes is with this one because this hadn't had Brad Dourif in it. Damn it.
Yeah, Brad
Dourif.
Dourif.
No questions, damn it. No questions.
I'm gonna give it an also. I will also. I mean, like I said, I'm not huge into puzzle games, but the experience and the overall play, in comparison to the first Myst, the puzzles were very well done. I liked, and the voice acting was good, and as well as the acting too. I'd give it also an S. As a whole.
Pretty sure
The experience was
Sean wanted
fantastic.
You to be quiet till he gave his opinion out.
Oh, I thought you wanted my opinion first. All right, well, my opinion's done. Go ahead, Sean.
Well, no, that was you did. So yeah, I was just pretty much thinking like, I just was wanting to hear your side of it all. 'cause, I mean, obviously-
And obviously this was also a first playthrough for Whitefire, given that you love the Myst series. Your thoughts on Myst, on your short explanation, would you give it an S as well?
The Myst 3 I would give an S as well.
Okay. The puzzles
Yeah,
were all
this three
good.
is-
And
This 3 is my second favorite.
not
Myst
not not
outside
not
of-
not to stroke my ego too hard. It was fun outwitting Whitefire on 1 or 2 puzzles. I never get to do that, so it felt good. 1 or 2 puzzles, I'm like, I did it before Whitefire did. Oh my god! Because Whitefire, I praise your ego. You're a smart guy.
You gotta let the handicap guy get 1 so he feels good.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta give me 1. Myst 4, I'm gonna rank it down to an A. The puzzles were not as good as 1 and 3. There's some of those, especially that sound puzzle. Or
sound puzzle, but-
that in the chair. Both those just like
Me and Whitefire
The
sitting
chair I
at the
thought was
bottom.
fine.
Fucking.
The sound puzzle I thought was kind of an annoying one. Like, yeah, I wish the figuring out the sound patterns wasn't so bad, but like trying to work the controls to make it play the sound you wanted, I thought was like kind of frustrating. Like that was annoying.
I can see that.
Like if they had improved the controls for how the sound puzzle worked, I think it would have been a lot better. The other thing is the water floodgates thing I thought was really bad.
Oh yeah, that was
confusing.
bad.
But like overall, like yeah, I'd have to give 4 an A as well because like I think just while it was a good game, it wasn't quite to the excellent quality as like the other ones.
And it gave some good extra lore to it.
Yeah.
More than some of the others ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it. Yeah,
I'll agree with you. Yeah, it's not 1 and 3, so I can't.
I'll be
say it's
curious
S
how
tier.
we're gonna rank 5. Oh no.
I have a feeling it's probably going to be below 4.
9 in the Woods. Well, I know that it was meh. Not that was chaotic hated this game while I streamed it.
Which one?
9 in the Woods. That was one with the cat and the talking to people constantly and
Is
just
that like the
yeah. It was basically a platformer but made into a visual novel. It was the one word is I would describe this game was not
trash? Yeah.
not trash. No,
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna say trash.
it's not what I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be a visual novel. It was cool the way it was. The music was very well done. The animations was good. But you know, it was not what I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be like a horror game or something like that, and it's completely a 180 than what I thought it was going to be. So yeah, meh. See. Sega fan redeemed this. This was a tough game. Ninja 5-0.
I've heard really great things about Ninja 5.0.
It's a B or a C for me. Because it is notoriously difficult. Because the grappling hook is rough. Unlimited continues, which is shocking for a Konami game. But yeah, good luck trying to find a copy of this game. It's not cheap. It's like up there with Tron Bond. It's very expensive. I think it goes for like $300 CIB at least.
Tron Bond's almost 1,000. It's like $800.
Yeah. I'm saying this one's also expensive.
350 loose. So,
yeah. It's hard to rate this to either a C or a B because it's a decent platformer, but man, it's tough for what it was. It's solid. I'll give it a 7 out. 'Cause I did finish it, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It was a solid game, but it is tough. The Outer Worlds, that's an A. I liked it. It's up there with Fallout. It's shorter, but if I had to nitpick, the only thing you couldn't do was romance anybody. There was no romance path. But
why do you play a game to romance people?
I don't know. It's cute. It's fun. I don't know. Some people do it. It's a cool feature to have. You'd think this game would have that because it played a lot like Mass Effect, but except it was a first-person shooter. But
Who
if you
developed
romance people on Mass Effect?
same people who developed Fallout, Oblivion.
Yeah, but do you romance people on Mass
Bethesda.
Effect?
Yeah, you can.
You can in Mass Effect. You can actually die from sex in the second one.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't have a first-person shooter, so that you could go and woo a person to take them back to your room and first-person shooter them, right?
Yeah.
This first person.
Now I will say I did say this on stream. Now the innovative part about the Outer Worlds, I think it's the very first game where you actually play as a wingman or wingwoman, depending on what gender you're playing. You actually hook up 2 lesbians. I thought that was different. I never played a game that made me do that. I thought that was cool.
Whatever CJ is.
Yeah. But yeah, solid game. About it's short. It's not as long as one would think it would be, and I did most of the side quests and stuff. It is short for what it was, but it was still a good game. I give it an A. All right, Oracle of Ages. That one, I'll give this one a B. It's almost between a C and a B because I almost want to give age that dog doo doo, but no, I'll give a. I like seeing.
That high.
I'm giving it's between C and a B for Seasons, because Seasons I wasn't as confused on. I didn't need as a walkthrough as much.
All you did was rage about it, just rage.
That was Ages, my friend, not Seasons. Seasons I did rage quite occasionally, but I didn't rage. But I want to say I think the dungeon format for Seasons, because only once or twice did I ever have only a handful of occasions I had to get a guide to see where I had to go for I think the world map was more confusing in Seasons versus Ages, but the dungeons were way more manageable in Seasons. So I think I give Seasons it's slightly above Ages. Sonic CD. Oh, Lexi redeemed this for me. It's the only game I've ever finished. B. B. I guess a B.
Sonic CD is a good one.
Sonic, I give it a B. I liked it.
That's like one of the best Sonic games, period.
Would you give it an A?
For me, it would probably go into A tier, but that's up to you. Again, this is your list.
I know. You know
It's
what?
got great music.
I have it.
Oh yeah, it had great music.
Cyril's gonna laugh at me for this and say typical, but I have.
Where's Sonic 3? We never finished at Lightning Edge.
Well,
Sorry,
do you
Lightning.
like Sonic? Do you ever play Sonic 1, 2, and 3?
Yes, I played all the Sonics. Yes.
Well, no, that's a chaotic. I mean, because he said he never played this
I
one.
played 1 and 2. I haven't played 3. I played Sonic and Knuckles. I played Spinball.
Okay, so yeah, just imagine
Spinball.
those games just a little like it's faster, and smoother, and crazier, but it's also got like CD music playing.
Yeah, you know what?
That's Sonic CD.
Yeah, Sonic CD was decent.
And I liked it.
It was, and also it's not a hard Sonic game either. So
That's why I picked it up, was for the gameplay, because it looked really good.
yeah.
You know.
Transistor.
Ooh, this is a good one.
And just so Cyril could yell at me because I never play it.
This was made by the person who made Bastion. It's short. The combat is very interesting. The story is very dark. Would you play Transistor?
I have played through a little bit of Transistor before I even began streaming, and I thoroughly enjoyed what I've played, but I've not finished it yet, so it's
fun.
It's definitely there.
All right, I
Still
won't drop.
meaning to
I
be
won't.
finished.
I won't drop spoilers then. Oh, I may have to redeem it for you then. I thought it was okay. It's between
Yeah,
a.
I must not have seen that one because, like,
Yeah.
is that like an old retro game or what was that one?
It was an indie game. It was made by the same people who did
Okay.
Bastion. You have a talking sword. It's heavily narrated, single narrated. It's very dark. Story's a little convoluted and confusing, but it's not hard to pick up. In terms of translation,
Interesting. Like, I don't know why it'd be called Transistor.
it's a reason for it. The sword, I think, is called Transistor because his body transitions into a sword. His spirit goes into a sword, kind of like that.
It has a very sci-fi kind of look to it. Really cool
Okay, yeah,
style.
maybe I'm like too much of a nerd because, like, I hear Transistor and I'm thinking like electronic circuitry.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what it kind of is in some ways. Newtopia 2 for TurboGrafx. That one's a B for me.
Yep. That was a great game.
Would have been an A. Would have been an A if that last boss. You have to have all 3 items to kill this boss. I'm like, oh man. And finding all 3 of them is like the third one's kind of. Now I did back out and say, well, hold on. They do tell you about the shield, but it's in a hidden room that you have to find. Which, oh my gosh.
Great little Zelda clone.
Great for what it was. My only 2 nitpicks was like because I was on 45 minutes on that boss. I'm like, he's not gonna die. I have to get all 3 items in order to kill him, and then he takes like 10 hits to kill. If you don't have it, you cannot kill him. Although
skill issue.
guides said otherwise, you can kill him. It just takes longer. Well, I did 50 hits. He still didn't go down. So you need all 3 items. My only other nitpick with this game was when you bomb walls and stuff. When you leave the dungeon, come back, it resets them all. So you have to rebomb them again. I'm like, oh, Lord. But other than that, great game. I think the underwater section could have been longer, but because that was my favorite part of the game, bias-wise. But no, I liked it. It's definitely 7 out of 10 or a B game. Astral Chain. Well, you know.
Fuck this.
That goes S.
No.
I think Zach loved this game.
Only thing I could dog on it really is the final fight was a little underwhelming, and stage 6 was a bit, or case 6 was a bit of it got me lost here and there. But aside from that, I could give this an A because of those 2 things, especially case 6. But I'll give it an S because everything else about that game was phenomenally great. It had two roadblocks in it, but not enough to say, well, this is a piece of shit. Not enough. It could have been, but no. It could have been, but nah. I give it an S. Zach praised this game. Well, it's good. You should play it. I loved it, and I'm so glad. Try to get it physical because I will say they want $60 for this digital. That's not worth $60 digital on the Switch store page. I got it for $35 CIB at my retro store. I'm like, I even told the owner, I'm like, I'm surprised you're selling it this cheap. They want $60 for digital. You want 35? Hell yeah, I'll take it. Castlevania. Well, this was a redeem that he wanted me that what's his name wanted me to do. Hades.
Where are you putting it, CJ?
That's an A.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay. I'm impressed with I am impressed with myself that I never could do it, never could pass the hallway of hell as a kid or even as a young adult, and then I do it on stream, and I not only do I keep the holy water to tripling it, I kill death with it and pass the hallway of hell first try. I'm like,
it's not. I think there's something about that where it's like the stigma or the I don't know what term I want to use right now, but the reputation of the hallway is more difficult, makes it more difficult.
Like, so
It's
what?
not
What
that hard. It's like,
what would it have taken to bump it up to an S though?
nothing really. It's just not my favorite Castlevania. No knockback. Yeah, sure.
What?
Sure, why not?
What is your favorite Castlevania?
It's a great game. I don't love it, but I liked it.
What is your favorite Castlevania then?
Mine 4. You know where that's going to go on the list already. That's coming up in a minute.
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors 7. I liked it. That was a great game. Remember this, for a you I shall seek. I mean, they could have not repeat that constantly. But I like Dynasty Warriors 7. It was...
Yeah, Castle. Yeah, okay. So, okay, I thought we were talking about 4, but yeah.
Not yet. 4's coming up.
I think I have to agree with you. I think it's a good game. I haven't put a lot of time into it.
Dynasty Warriors 7. Everyone enjoyed me watching me stream that. I enjoyed it for what it was.
I'm a big Dynasty Warriors fan.
A little longer than I thought it was going to be, but I won't derivative that. It didn't drag on. It was getting to that point. It was feeling like it was dragging on, but it didn't.
They are grindy games. Like
Figment.
Nature, that's
I almost want to give Figment an S because I thought that game was, for a puzzle game and everything else about it, it was short. I'm going to give that one an S. I really loved Figment. I really did. It was, a cute story. Graphically, it's beautiful hand-drawn graphics. It was short but sweet. It's up there with like Little Kitty and Big City. It's just, if you want a and I bought the sequel to it. I plan to play it down the road. Yeah, you are. I mean, you get into a car wreck. You're in a coma, and so now it's a figment of all your imagination. Is what's called Figment. It's a very simplistic puzzle. But you're like in a dream sequence basically, and you're trying to wake up from your coma. I mean, you already know that from the beginning of the game, and short but sweet, good puzzle. Not too hard on the puzzles. I mean, I didn't have to look up a guide or nothing like that. I mean, it was a short but sweet game. Got it free on Epic. I'm like, I think it took like 10 hours to beat, maybe 12. It's short. It's like a 3D style, like Zelda game. Kind of like, I did that for 2023. But yeah, that Mages of Mysteria, you, Sorrel. Oh, you love that game. I loved Mages of Mysteria. All right. Well, me and Sorrel both played this, and Lightning Edge redeemed it. Gunvolt. How'd you think about this game, Sorrel? You'll probably say it on your stream, but did you love it? Did you like it?
Yeah, I really liked Gunvolt. I thought it was great. It definitely feels like an Inti Creates game, and they make fantastic stuff. I felt that it was just a little bit short, that's all. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty fantastic game.
Fantastic. Would you give it an S or an A?
How do I rank things? Hang on, I'm looking at my list. No, I'm not going to give this away yet. Nope.
Okay.
Nope,
all right. We'll wait. I'll give this. I liked it.
I agree.
It was a great game. I'll give it an A.
Save it for your stream, Sorrel.
That's right. Maybe we can join your voice chat. Oh.
Probably not.
That's fine.
Maybe.
Hey, she said maybe. Who knows? This was the voice chat. The voice chat was optional. I'm glad to have you all here.
Isn't allowed over there, CJ.
Fine. Meanie. I give this an A. I liked it. It was short. I will agree with that. That last boss, though, good lord, was that sensory overload. But that worked my hands. But I liked it. It's a Lightning Edge. Never finished other. I didn't care for Zero. I'm so sorry. God, don't be so butthurt about that. My God, Lightning Edge. Now, if you redeem Gunvolt 2, I'll absolutely play it. I liked Gunvolt 1. It was really good.
Lightning is a Mega Man fan.
I know.
Talk
But
about Mega Man, you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, but Mega Man X. Yeah, I could give it an S.
Yeah, that's well, just me. I mean, I can obviously be biased, but when I look at all the other games on there, I'm like, yeah, that one's up there.
Yeah, X was great for what it was and how it introduced everything. I mean, I played it as a kid, and then Lightning Edge redeemed it, and so yeah. Let's play Gunvolt. Yes, that's weird. You never played Gunvolt. This game's right up your alley. You need to play it and stream it, or just play it on the side. Gunvolt was great. I liked it. It pissed me off. The final fight pissed me off at times, and getting some of those hidden gems were a ring dinger. But it's a solid game, solid control, great music, very fast paced.
A ring dinger.
Yeah, well, it means a pain in the ass. But yeah, I'll give Mega Man S a fantastic. I liked it. I don't love Mega Man games, but I do like them, and that one was actually solid for what it was. Lifeless Planet. That was a bit of a feel-good game. I'm probably going to give it a B. Average. Very, very good narrative and all that. I get they're trying to do the whole post-apocalyptic Russian thing. If I had to say a drawback for this game was you had to like watch and read the subtitles because everything was in Russian for when getting the lore and all that. It would have been nice if it was an option to pick either English or Russian or have someone do a Russian accent. But other than that, it was a great game. Not great, but no, average. I enjoyed it. Above average. Not meh. But it was it was all about the journey on that one. Speaking of, that's coming up in a second. All right. Me and Big Dusty played this. I don't know anyone else has played this. Anyone here play Shovel Knight?
I love Shovel Knight. That is absolutely an S tier game.
I have not played much of it, sadly, but everything that I have seen and played, that is a fantastic fucking game.
Yeah, it looked good to me too. It's a little Metroidvania, right?
Yeah,
I just
it
gotta say,
kinda-
Shovel Knight sounds like the crazy job title somebody would give themselves when they're like a minimum wage construction ditch digger kind of guy. It's I'm not some just low wage ditch digging jerk. I'm a Shovel Knight.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah.
Let me ask Big Dusty, because I never played the original Shovel Knight. That was a co-op game between me and Big Dusty. So we only did the co-op portion. I've only done the co-op portion. I'm gonna text him real quick. What would you rate Shovel Knight? A, S, B, C, D,
CJ,
or
do that later.
F.
Just continue on.
No, I'm just texting him so he can tell me. S tier, huh? Wow, you really love Shovel Knight that much, huh?
A lot of people do.
I liked it for what it was.
Everything. Mega Man, DuckTales. It's a lot of those great Capcom games. It's definitely inspired by a lot of those games.
Great. Yeah, I love DuckTales.
Shut up, Avas.
I remember playing it as a kid. I was like, "Fuck yeah, DuckTales."
Yeah, I can see S tier. Yeah, because that was one of the more funner co-op games. Mario Land, of course. I have to give this one an S because I had to be biased with this one because I loved it. I loved Mario and doing so Sorrel. Yeah. So I loved it so much I did both loops deathless. Oh,
Mario Land. It's a primitive Mario game, but oh my god, it's so good.
It is.
It's just a good game.
I like Mario Land 1 more than 2. Changed my mind.
No, I like Mario Land 1 more than 6 golden coins.
Oh,
6 golden coins looks better.
Sorrel may have to cover her ears for this one. Summon Night 2. It's
Should I
Craftsman
put you on
story.
mute?
No, I won't spoil the story. I won't do that. If you liked 1, if you loved 1, you'll love 2.
I thought 1 was fun, yeah.
I'll give that one an A. I loved it. I loved it for what it was. Because it also has very good replay value because you get 4 summons to choose and there's different dialogues and all that. But
just leave it at that.
Great game. Loved it. But whatever was missing in 1 is in 2.
Okay.
There were a couple issues here and there, but I don't want to accidentally drop a spoiler. It has some quirks I didn't care for, but other than that, shut up. Castlevania 4. Well, we know where this is going.
Yeah, S tier.
Are you gonna give it the D?
Give it the S. Yeah. That was one of the hardest challenge runs I've ever done in my life. I can't believe Protoshield did this deathless. I did it leather whip 1 credit clear. Took 7 streams. That was Like, it's not a hard Castlevania game, but I didn't put full screen. Sorry. Wasn't a hard Castlevania. Like, there's only a couple levels that make this game difficult, but other than that, it's a solid game. It's by far.
I think it deserves that rank just for the music alone.
Music alone's good. You can whip you can whip your shit anywhere. Boom, boom, up, down, left, right.
Yeah, the eight direction whip. I absolutely love the music. I absolutely love. And
if I had to point one little nitpick, which doesn't hurt. Only one little Dracula only has one form. I wish he had multiples, but other than that, S game. Mario Brothers 2, aka Doki Doki Panic, because that was my wheel. That was a great game. I'll give it an A. The wheel almost felt like a Toad only challenge because the wheel landed on. Basically, those who didn't know, I had a community challenge of spin the wheel. So basically, whatever it landed on, that's who I had to play as for that level. Almost the entire time it landed on Toad, even shuffling it up, it just kept landing on Toad. I will tell you, stage 5-2 is a bitch with Toad. As I want Princess or Luigi, these jumps are rough. Big Dusty replied back, it's hard to say only having played the one game. I guess I give it a B. That's fair. Because he only played the multiplayer part of it. He didn't play the whole game. Oh boy. Dog doo-doo. I would give this an epic failure, but dog doo-doo because I can appreciate certain things about Wizard of Oz for Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but I can appreciate certain things about this game because, hey, it's easy to farm power-ups. Oh, that was a community. Yeah, playing 11 hours of it.
Wasn't that the one where, like, you had to get the certain things, and one of them, like, you played, like, hours and hours of a game only to find out that you didn't even need to do it?
Thank you, Little Mixer. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was one. That was that mini game. Yep. Someone actually broke it down in GameFAQs. There's like a 0.000825% chance of passing that mini game. It's that bad in terms of RNG. It's not an epic failure simply because there are some, when you play a game enough, there are some things you can appreciate about. It's easy to farm lives when you need lives. It's easy to farm power-ups, especially the floating shoes. There's a level in the very beginning. You can grab it. It's right to the left. Grab it, exit, rinse, repeat. And they stack. So I can give it, I step it up to that because, and also the developer, I guess, they throw you a bone. The final level's easy. They just like, well, we know we screwed up, so here you go. They like deliberately make the Emerald City massively easy.
CJ's dumbass thought he had to complete that mini game.
Yoshi's, let me ask Big Dusty this. And
Can't believe I don't own this game.
Which one?
Yoshi's Woolly World. Yeah.
I think I got a copy. If I do, I'll see.
I'm going to give this one an S. I played this with Big Dusty. It's super easy, but it's just this is the game you should play with Zach Sorrell. It's such a feel-good game. It's easy. It's super easy, but it's just cozy. It's just, you just want to snuggle up in the blanket and just have a cup of hot cocoa.
Not only that, it's just cute as fuck, too.
It is. Now, we're currently streaming Crafted World. Crafted World would drop down to an A or a B. It's not nearly as good as Woolly World. I wish this would come to the Switch. It's only on the Wii U. Yeah, he gives it an A. I'm going to give it an S. Because it's super... If I had to say for difficulty-wise, yeah, it's super easy. So you could dumb it down to an S. But in terms of the game as a whole, it's so goddamn cute. It's just so cozy. And I think that's what they were aiming for. And they won my heart with that. It was fun. Wonder Boy, the remaster one. Wonder Boy 3. B.
All the Wonder Boys are good.
I give that one a B. I liked it. I never played any other Wonder Boy before, so I can't really give an opinion for the other ones. I never played the other Wonder Boys. It hurt my eye. I mostly played with the retro music turned on, but not the retro look style. I loved how they tried to do that, but the retro look style was very hurtful on my. It's very bright, like it really hurt my eyes. So I had to flip it. I get what they were trying to do, but it really hurt my eyes. I had to turn off the setting for that. I switched.
Wonder Boy and Monsterland on the arcade.
This was the Dragon's Trap Part 3.
I haven't played much of that one.
Hey, Back to the Future.
Sega Master.
We have to give it an epic failure. Despite I was able to beat it, that game was awful. We all know it's awful
Yeah,
for what it was.
yeah.
It's a bad
down.
game.
Yeah, I know.
X8. Tied between dog doo doo and meh. I can't give it a B. That's for sure. I don't know. Sean and Sorrel played this. Ladies first, Sorrel.
Oh, I like X7 more. I like X7 more than X8. I think X8 is a solid game, and it definitely feels a lot smoother to control compared to X4, 5, and 6. But
wow,
it just,
you ranked X. Oh, go ahead.
just-
Sorry.
there's just something about 8 that throws me off. It feels like not its gameplay, like the actual control of X himself doesn't feel, or Zero, or whoever you're playing as. That's not clunky or anything, but the overall game just feels kind of clunky. And it was also super, super overhyped by Sane, and that's another thing that really pissed me off about it going into
he loved it.
I think ranking it a C is absolutely the right thing to do.
When you say clunky, I can agree with that with the whole, because I played as Zero and Axel in my X8 playthrough. Mega Man just felt floaty, I guess. He just didn't feel right compared to the other Mega Man. So I stuck with Zero and Axel in that. Sean?
No, I was the same way. Zero was pretty much my main guy throughout that whole
It's
game.
like Axel was like kind of shit in 7, but he was phenomenal in 8. And
I
for
wouldn't
me,
say phenomenal, but he was
well, better. Yeah, I would say he's phenomenal. What would you give X7? C?
B or D.
B or D? Not C?
C or
Oh,
D.
C or D, dog do. Yeah. The thing is with X8, and you hear static all of a sudden? You shouldn't. Anybody else?
No.
I think Lightning is being sarcastic.
Oh. Yeah, oh, he's like doing this. La 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 la. He's doing that. Okay. Well, yeah, no, you're the one who redeemed 8. Y'all love Mega Man. Oh, love is a very. That's a very strong word. I love certain Mega Mans, but not as a whole.
I love
series.
Mega Man games, but I love them enough to know that I can be critical of them.
Yeah, Mega Man.
I can be real with myself.
With the exception of some of the other games like Battle Network and stuff, it's Mega Man falls into the category. Same shit, different day. You know, it's some new feature sometimes added, but it's just like, well, it's just a Mega Man game. Like, what can I say about it? It's Mega Man. What I didn't like about 8 was good, but I feel like they tried to intertwine it with 6. Like, oh, cool, let's just throw tons of spikes again, because Capcom just loves their spikes. It's just, they got really dumb on some of those levels with that. And then the whole chase level scene with the spaceship, I actually muted the game because I was like, I can't stand this voiceover acting. Yeah, especially that level with the spaceship.
Yeah.
That I hated.
X8 absolutely has the worst stage design of the entire X series. It's terrible.
Worse than 6?
Yeah. I would say yeah.
Really? Compared to 6? Oh my God,
Yeah.
6 wanted me to. I can't believe I beat 6. I told people
6 has a lot of issues.
6 has great
But at
music.
the same time, it's still like the classic style.
Okay, if you're okay,
X5, X6, X4, like it's stuck with that.
I want to say
8 that took the hard left.
Yeah, I mean, you're not used to that. It's like going from Zelda from 2D to 3D. It's like, oh, this is different. I want to say I
like 6.
it's just boring with auto scrollers. Yeah, it's boring and repetitive, or just repetitive because you got to constantly
having to keep redoing the levels to collect everything properly is what is like, to me, was the biggest problem with that game.
Mm-hmm. I still think X6 was the worst out of all the series. But the stages was just so. I just wanted to rip my hair out. That game, I think I lost 5.
Well, after that, you don't got a lot of that left.
Yeah, no, I lost 5 years of my life on X6. That was 7 was cringe, but 7 was nearly as bad as 6. The whole burn to the ground was annoying, but you know, it's not bad how people made it out to be.
That was hilarious I didn't know anything. I never heard burn to the ground, nothing. And Lightning
Me neither.
will be there. Lightning can witness this because I'm pretty sure he was there. I think there's even a clip of it. But then once I hear it and once the fight starts, I just start losing it laughing. Like I can't take it.
And
Just
Sorrel did herself a solid. She played the Japanese voiceover, so it wasn't nearly as cringe. So like I think you said, correct me if I'm wrong, you think you said, well, no, X7 wasn't so bad. Like, but you played the Japanese. You don't get to enjoy it. The cringe is not as bad in Japanese. 'Cause I watched you play Japanese. I'm like,
you're still hearing repetitive tracks.
It's repetitive, but it's no warning. Like,
the voice acting itself is better.
Yeah, you're not like this. Oh boy, some of those bosses. Oh yeah. In terms of gameplay, it wasn't so bad, but you know. I definitely have to rank 6 as the worst game of them all. I found no joy out of that other than the music. I regret nothing playing that game on easy. It still was annoying as fuck to beat. I even told people, it's like, I can't get past this stupid ass jump. I was like, if I get past this jump, I'm doing this off stream. As soon as I get past that jump, I'm going live. We're finishing this. And sure enough, went live. And it's like, I told everyone, going live, let's go. And that was actually a very popular stream because you didn't know what was going to happen.
I don't know why you do things offline. Like
that jump is absurd, dude.
Yeah, but what's the difference, offline or online?
Just doing it. I just don't want to waste people's time and waste my time trying to like. I didn't think I was gonna do it, so I didn't want to waste.
Are you talking about that one jump where you have to like?
As X, yes.
Wait, which one?
Right before gate on X6. If you play at 0, you don't do that.
Or you
jump.
have to slide down, and then there's nothing below you, and you have to like jump across up in the sky or whatever.
Agreed. Yeah. So yeah, that one. The jump right before.
I do call bullshit.
I mean, there's a ROM hack for X6 that puts a platform in the middle of that. If for those, and I can see why they did that. So
I mean, I get that, but
there's an actual retro achievement to making that jump with any add-ons. It's a tough achievement to get, but it is doable.
Like I'll say Ninja Gaiden has some bullshit jumps in certain areas, which we all know of. Yeah. But that might be the worst
jump ever.
Designed jump I've ever seen in a platforming game, and it's on purpose.
Yeah,
and it's like you guys can go suck a dick.
Yeah, suck a dick.
You have to have that the ninja armor or whatever.
You don't have to have it. There's an actual retro achievement to making that jump.
You don't have to, but that's the thing. The fact that it's a retro achievement just to make the jump means you have to have the ninja thing if you want to do it comfortably.
Yeah.
So it's like it's this wall.
And I'm saying there's a retro achievement without using the ninja armor and the boost. You have to do. It's hard. But
I was lucky. I had the armor when I got there.
I had the armor, but I still was having trouble with that jump. So wait, one quick question before we move on. Why? How did Sane overhype at 8? Because he said it was so forgivable.
Just because after playing X4, 5, and 6, and he knew that I didn't really enjoy them. He was like, oh, well, if you didn't like those 3 games in the PS1, then Capcom completely redeemed themselves with X8, and you're just going to find this completely stellar because they fixed every single aspect of what you didn't like.
That is overhyped. Now, I will say they kind of redeemed themselves. They kind of half-assed it because some of those stages in X8 were like, especially Sigma stage, I'm like, oh, cool, look at all these spikes, just like they.
I don't know, the spikes in that. Yeah, there were a lot of them as far as numbers go, but when it comes to being able to control yourself around them, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but it looked really.
It looks bad.
Okay, well,
this intimidate you.
Well, this is an S for me. I don't know if it's an S for Sean. It's probably an S for Sorrel. Mega Man 3.
That's S.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if
we got to do our race Sunday, Sorrel. So no questions about it. Doing
Mega Man 3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an S.
Doing it Deathless was. I mean, I will say Buster Only was tougher than Deathless. Deathless was stressful, but even though Deathless took me longer, I felt Buster Only was more difficult. But Deathless was just more stressful and time consuming because with Deathless, like you're low on health, you got to farm for health and items. Where Buster Only, you really don't. You don't have to do that. And there's no stress of starting over, but it did feel tougher though, fighting, especially Shadow Man. Oh boy. The Vagrant, the Booba game. It was C. It was meh. It was okay for a Metroidvania.
Rated higher just because of the booba.
I don't know. Her tits are way too huge, dude. It's like
Oh yeah, like you care.
hashtag. We're talking hashtag back problems to the point.
Why
Okay,
is that a problem?
well, there's a point where
okay.
there's a point where tits could get too big where it's unattractive. I mean, too like especially especially if you're like triple GX or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, CJ.
Okay,
Unless your name is
No
X of
one's
the Universe.
actually that large.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
unless they.
It was an okay game. It was all right for a Metroidvania. Story was kind of meh, but I don't expect that in a Metroidvania. But it was an okay game. It wasn't nothing phenomenal. Amagon. You know what? I'm bump that up to a C. I'll give it meh.
Tier.
It was bottom tier, yes. How I finished that in 3.5 hours is beyond me, but still, bottom tier. Good music. Good. The music is really good for an NES game, but it is a very brutal, difficult game with its jank continue system. Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. Well, you know, I'm gonna have to give that an S. Because that's one. I mean, I'm being biased, of course, but if you love point and clickers, you love voice acting. Because for its time, they had Tim Curry, Leah Remedi, even a Diesel Girl was like,
Oh yeah.
Diesel Girl came in the chat and even said, "Wait, is that the chick from King of the Hill?" I'm like, "Yeah, Leah Remedi
Bro,
plays."
how did you say her name?
Is it, how does Leah Remedi? I probably pronounced it wrong.
It's Remini.
Remedi. Okay, I figured it is. I'm not good at pronouncing names.
No, you're not.
Sorrel. See?
It's Ral.
Bowie.
Sahan.
But yeah, it's got Tim Curry, it's got Mark Hamill. If you love point and click games and hand-drawn graphics and just great story. If you love point and click games, even if you don't like point and click games in terms of story, it's just can't say anything more about it. Week of Garfield.
Don't worry, folks. CJ knows how to talk. He's not purposely going to screwing up this badly, right?
No. All right. Well, all right. So we got to wrap this up. I'm getting low on time. We're almost done. And then we'll go through my Twitch recap and then we'll wrap it up. Week of Garfield. I don't want to go to work, but I have to. Week of Garfield. I can't say it. I'll say it. I'll give it a C because it is a jank game. So
better.
Shut up. I'm gonna kick you. You're gonna get kicked out of chat. Keep that up. Week of Garfield. It does have, like, I will agree. I will say what Kane says. It is jank, but it does have its charm. It is a very rough game, but Unlimited continues. The two good qualities. The music's actually decent for a game like this. Unlimited continues. Items do carry over to, and this is one of the games that your health carries over to the next stage, which sucks. But items do stack, and they carry over from a game over and from a game. So from a stage, a game over and moving on to the next level. The Angry Video Game Nerd, he's funny, but he does over-exaggerate the timer. The timer's not that bad of a deal. It's meh. I liked it. I'm biased. I'm Garfield. I love Garfield, so you know. But I'll give it a C because I love Garfield. So what?
He has to make it entertaining too, buddy.
Yeah, true. Pokemon. All right.
To play up some aspects of it.
Pokemon Yellow. I will give that one an A. I liked it.
I can't speak. I've never played a Pokemon game in my life.
In terms of an RPG, it's a solid RPG. If you're a massive Pokemon fan, then yes, it'd definitely be S tier. They crammed a pack load of stuff in this game. As an RPG, I can truly appreciate it as an RPG. I really did like it for what it was, and the community made it very fun. Sorrel, I would think you'd give this probably an S.
We shall see.
Oh, that's right. You played that this year. That's right. Never mind. Yeah. I don't make out to Pokemon, so I'm not into Pokemon that much.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. But as an RPG, an analytical view, as an RPG, for what it was, solid game. I give it an A.
I'm pretty sure I know where Sorrel's gonna rate on that. I did watch her play most of it.
Tactica. This is between a C and a B. I love Persona. I do agree with Camille. It is kind of a mediocre in terms of storytelling because Persona is 5 Tactica is not canon. It's its own thing, and they tried to milk the franchise. It's also for a tactical game. At the very beginning of it's a bit rough, but afterwards it's an incredibly easy game. So there's no challenge to it. I think they just felt like they were milking it, so I give it a C. It was an okay game. Meh, wasn't great, and I love Persona, but it wasn't great. Journey. I don't know if anyone's played this game. Journey.
No.
Wait a minute.
I'd say online Erica knows that he played it. I give it an A. It's a short game, 4 hours, very hand holding. As the title suggests, it's all about the journey. It's a very simplistic game, phenomenal music, phenomenal soundtrack. It's a wordless storyline game. I'm sure some of us have played some of those, but it's all about the journey.
I know this game.
Yeah, it's all about the journey. So point A to point B, and you get to team up with people that help you get you through that journey. It was interesting.
And you can't talk. You can only communicate through like tone
and stuff, yeah, and all that. It was different, so I can't give it an S. I mean, I didn't love it, but I did enjoy it. It's a short game, 4 hour stream, beat it in one sitting. Oh, that's right. We mean Kirby's Dream Land.
Return to Dreamland.
Return to Dreamland. I played this with Big Dusty. It's a step down from Yoshi's Woolly World. It's almost Yoshi's Woolly World quality, but not as cozy. But still, it was fun. Very easy. Another easy game you and Zach could easily play. It's very, I wouldn't say hand-holdy, but it's casual. But Kirby games aren't known to be difficult, right? I mean, every Kirby game I've played has never been really hard.
I mean, boss-wise, they can have some challenge.
Yeah, it's meant to be co-op though. Don't play this solo. It's meant to be co-op. It's meant to be played up to 4 people. But it was. I give it an A. I liked it for what it was. It's not nearly as. It nowhere nearly touches. One second. Yeah. Yeah, I give this compared to Woolly World. Yeah, it's definitely an A, close to an S, but not quite. I think I say Woolly World's it's just so cozy. All right, well, this is for me and Whitefire. You still there, Whitefire? Trine 5.
That was a really fun game.
S or A?
Yeah. No, all the Trine games have to say are probably S games.
No qualities about the end that would redeem any of them to redeem down to an A compared to other ones. So basically,
I mean, the first and second one were very early, and so they were kind of not very well polished. But I mean, they're also 15 or so years old now. So I mean, the Trine series have always been really, really excellent controls, excellent story. Overall, just have been excellent games, and they've only gotten better with time.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. They've never gotten worse. I think one or two things we probably overlooked, like that one door that was all shadowed up and we couldn't see it in the YouTube video.
Yeah, there was a couple of little things where just something was hiding in the shadows, and it's they could have made it a little easier to see, because it's not so much that we were failing puzzles for the most part, is except for it was more that one or two places there was something that was hiding and we couldn't see it, and if we had seen it we would have known, okay, we need to do something like that, and then we could figure it out from there. We couldn't see certain stuff sometimes.
Yeah, but that doesn't hurt the game to bring it down to an S, right? It's just oop. Yeah.
No, I mean, because nothing's gonna be perfect. So, I'd say overall it was a very excellent game.
All the Trine series, all the Trine series were very fun. Sorrel, yeah. I know Trine. Well, I think you got to play those games in order in terms of story. Yeah, you kind of do.
Aren't that really on the Switch?
Honestly, you don't need to play the games in series, because each one kind of stands on its own pretty well. But if you do play them in series, you will pick up on okay, this is stuff that I remember from the previous game.
Yeah. They do certain things.
So, there is a benefit, but it's not super important.
Trine 5, they're all on the Switch. Great game, another great game to play with Zach. It will work your noodle. It's a puzzle platformer. It will work your noodle. It's not like brain bashing like
And
Mist
like
is.
they're really good to play with people though. Like you can play them solo, but like I would definitely recommend like play them with like 2 or 3 people. Like if you can get like a friend or two to play with you, it's just that much more fun.
Never. Yeah, if you can get, it's up to 3 people, but yeah, it's definitely meant for you can solo it, but it's meant for co-op. The game adjusts accordingly if you play on your own. Never Alone. They're making a sequel to this. That was the Eskimo game I played at work. Chaotic watched me play this a little bit. I thought it was short but sweet. I love the documentaries they did on it. The snowy atmosphere was good. It was also very educational. All the FMVs they threw in there. For a title that was like 2 sittings, I think it was short. I give that one a B, 7 out of 10.
I remember a little bit about that.
I liked it for what it was. It was more of an educational game than anything. I think most of the game was just FMVs, like being educated about the Eskimos and stuff. Nice. But yeah, Never Alone was good. All right, well, there's the entire list. So let's go down.
CJ,
Yes.
you have all these games in your S tier. So what's your game of the year?
Oh shit! Game of the year. If I had to pick all,
You can't have a tier list without a game of the year.
what's GOAT? Oh, boy, that's a well. Well,
I
that's
think we already know which one it's going to be.
no
but-
Double Dash. Which one do you think it's going to be?
Well, I mean, if I tell you, then you're going to obviously go with it.
No, maybe not.
Clearly, Little Kitty Big City.
Yeah.
What is
Yes,
your game of the
clearly.
year? CJ?
Like clearly the cat game's going to be his goat.
No, it's not gonna be. Well, I would point out Gabriel Knight, but that's a childhood game. I've played it all the time, so
Like, yeah, you're only rating that one highly because of nostalgia.
yeah.
Like, take
But-
off the rose tinted glasses and like actually reassess.
First playthrough game of the year. All right, that would narrow down to Dragon Warrior, Astral Chain, Fist, Kitty, Shovel Knight, Mist, all the Mist ones, Yoshi's Woolly World, and Shrine 5.
It's gonna be Dragon Warrior.
No. I'm gonna go with Astral Chain. If we're going based on first playthrough, never played before, Astral Chain would be the GOAT. Would be-
CJ, Zach's nodding his head accordingly.
Huh?
Yep. Said Zach was nodding his head accordingly.
Okay, yeah. Now, in terms of as a whole, Gabriel Knight, because of nostalgic, at the childhood game, I played it a lot, and then Castlevania 4 would be a close second, and Mega Man 3 would be a number 3 in terms of game of the year, games I've played before. It's so hard to toss it between Mega Man 3 and Castlevania 4 because I love them both dearly. But yeah, Astral Chain would be number 1. Number 1 in game of the year. All right. So,
There you go.
Scroll
Proud
down
of
to
you,
the bottom.
CJ. Proud of
What are the
you.
last ones?
huh?
Go down to the bottom of your games, your bottom list.
Oh, hold on. I got to turn on my thing real quick because I'm going to go to a Twitch recap real quick.
Oh, you should have saved it. Did you not save it?
Did I save this? No. I'm recording this. This will be on YouTube.
Well, I know, but you still need to save it as an image.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Scroll down.
How do you save it as an image?
Download. Right there where it says download.
New button. Yep.
Okay.
I would like to add in that he did not put the game that I redeemed for him on there.
Because we didn't
Right
finish.
click, CJ.
There it goes. It was lagging. It is. Oh, this is lagging. Come on, Firefox.
Which game were you talking about?
Brigandine.
It's not letting me. It's the right click. Did it say? Oh, okay, it did save it. Did it save it? It did. Okay, there we go. Bridget Knight, we didn't finish it. That's why it's not up there.
There you go.
But I give
Yay.
I give Bridgetine probably a B or an A for what I played. Okay.
I
All right.
wouldn't
Well, there you go.
think that you're doing that because you bitched the entire time.
I did not bitch the entire time. You're being biased, and stop that.
That's not bias.
I praised a lot of good things about it, so be quiet. All right, let me go
that's
to my.
not biased at all, buddy.
Well, so when's your recap? Do you have a date set, or you don't know when? You don't know when, Sorrel?
I
In
mean, it'll
January.
probably be the 1st of January. Yeah, if that's a streaming day for me. Yeah.
1st of January is a Wednesday.
So not that date then. So it would be the
Thursday.
2nd.
All right.
Yeah.
If I can hop, well, if you do a voice chat thing, I'll hop on. If you
Sure.
and then criticize you and say and question your life choices. Why'd you pick this? I'm kidding.
And then she'll tell you. And you'll
All right, so here's my Twitch recap. As a viewer, I watched 7,849 hours. Oh my god, I need a life. Distinct days visited. I don't know what that means. Like how many times I've popped into Twitch, I guess 362 days. Top categories of the year. Retro was only top because I'm not going to do that this year, because of this 2025, because a lot of games that didn't have, like a lot of retro games that were very low on the followage, I just put it as retro. I'm just going to keep it as the category as is from now on. Well, the only reason why I didn't really watch Elden Ring a lot. I lurked on a couple channels to get channel points so I could do some game redeems, and a couple streamers were playing the snot out of that. So I don't know how just chatting is. I guess maybe Surreal's channel, one or two others.
Newt.
Oweno probably did a lot of just chatting. Yeah. Dark Souls Remastered. I watched a couple people play that just to do that. Ninja Gaiden Black. That makes sense because Protoshow was playing it a lot. Look, Sorrel, you're number one. How? I don't know. With 454 hours watched. Questionable.
You love me.
All
That's why.
all those channel. That's right. Say that after Holy Diver.
You do.
All those channel points. I'm not gonna lie. The streamer is the biggest reason, but when you do have those incentives of building channel points to redeem games and other cool features, it does attract me to wanting to stay and get those channel points. Same thing with
Except for your
Sega.
channel when you don't play what people redeem.
Shut up! I do. I'll be quiet again. Chaotic, stop lying. Sega fan is a close second because he's the same reason. I do lurk on his channel a lot. He's a great guy fun guy. Same thing with New Turn. New Turn probably won't be top 5 next year because I lurked on his channel a lot, mostly for channel points. Master Max, not so much for channel points. He just streams at a prime time and we want to hang out and just talk with him for a good couple hours. Bratterfield definitely made number 5 because I did lurk up to 100,000 channel points to redeem two games on his channel, Lagoon, and I think I gave him Linkle Liver Story for the next one. He hasn't played it yet, but that's the top 5. I love that emote, the one with the shades, because say a pun and do that, and Sorrel's like, "I hate you, CJ." 101,000 chat, 101K chat sent. Top emotes of the year. Of course, everyone loved the William Retro Redeem. Someone tell Kamui. She hates that emote. So, say I did this emote in Mario Paint, and then saying that you need to make this an emote. And Bratterfield, of course, commissioned my the Toon Link. I couldn't find a Toon Link, judge concern emote. I gave 30 gifted subs. Feels like a lot more. I gave more bits than subs, honestly. Chat sent as a mod, 7,500. I moderate 4 channels.
You cheap bastard.
I gave more bits than anything, but they didn't do. Thrill Seeker of the Year, hours watched 7.5, 7,800 hours watched. Okay, this is a recap. As a streamer, I streamed 1,500 hours, 383 streams. 18,000 people watched. No fucking shit. Bravely Default 2 is number 1. Hell, Steam sent me their recap. They said your most played game, Bravely Default 2. Retro, of course, because that's going to change next year. I won't have that. Because Sorrel, you do the same thing now too, right? You don't keep it as a retro. You keep the game category as is.
I have never used retro unless a game does not show up.
Yep, I had to
And
do
so,
that.
like some of the Atari games.
I had to do
But,
that.
yeah.
Yep, I had to do that for Decap Attack. It does not have a category. Dark Souls 2. Yep, that was a good 80-hour game. That was a community challenge. All thanks to you. And Disgaea 4, of course, was the third most top game, and then Las Vegas. All long games. Yeah, pretty much all RPGs except for, I guess, Dark Souls. That makes sense.
Playing the shit out of all of them the entire way.
I did, and I enjoyed and you enjoyed every minute of it. I didn't complain too much on Brave Default 2.
Yeah, you did.
I complained on Dark Souls because who was the guy who went, oh, use a stick to fight the boss. Thanks, Chaotic. Love you.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm. 106.
The sub redeem or the channel point redeem up there, you use it, and then he shits on you for using
For
it.
shames.
Like,
Double,
okay.
no double dash. Well, we played double dash, but we didn't beat it or nothing like that. But yeah, it's
Sorry,
a
you
good
don't
game.
want my money, CJ.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I'll just give it to Cyril.
All right. I'm just picking on you. Calm your tits. 162 viewers watch. Thank you all. Most probably from a couple good big raids. That's the one thing. That's one thing. It's not. It's one. That's one achievement I haven't unlocked yet. I haven't had a partner raid me yet. I'm not that cool yet. William the Cat, developer and cookies. Well, William the Cat, always in there. Developer because I am a game developer and I love cookies. So, chat sent. Man, I talk that much. I need to learn to shut the fuck up.
Okay, I do have an issue with your title, game developer. You made a couple of games. You don't actively make them, like, I don't know if I'd say developer.
I am a developer of games. Hey, it's one of the top tags, so I use it. Let's see. Oh, William Rage. William's the true star of the story. Look at that. I won't be shocked if for Sorrel, your top emote's going to be Ty on there. Maybe in the top one. Who knows?
I don't even know what I have. I haven't. Let me look at my photos.
Your biggest fans of the year: Whitefire, Simoto, Simoto, Rexlet, Dipsy's on here a lot. Diesel Girls a lot. Thunderfoot Bros, Chaotic. Oh, Chaotic's on here. Yeah. Fernum Test, and then Great Ren was on here a lot. Sorrel not on here. I'm sad.
I wonder
I'm
why.
not on either.
You're not on there
I
either.
stream so much.
You could lurk while streaming. Oh,
I don't want
I-
to overload my stuff, but at the same time, I don't lurk anybody when I stream.
I don't. I don't lurk. I didn't. I used to
Same.
not. I tried. I tried to make the habit to lurk on 2 channels at least, so I can get channel points. But yeah, if you also have data caps, which I did back then, I didn't lurk as much because data caps. Comcast had that. Number of collaborations. Yeah, that's the one we did. 3. That was the one we were trying to test that whole thing with the emote.
Yep. That didn't work out well, did it?
Who rated you the most? Kamui with 34, Chinta with 28, Sega with... Wow, he rated me 21 times?
I was going to say, I'm sure Kamui won that one easy.
Kamui rated me the most too.
Yeah, Kamui rated me the
I got a
most.
lot.
Gento, I'm not surprised. I feel bad with Gento. I never get a really chance to rate her back because conflict-wise, time-wise. I wonder... Kamui was your number one. Was I up there? I rated you a decent amount. Probably not the most, though.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
CJ,
Is
we'll find all
Kamui-
that out when she has her recap.
Oh well, yeah. I guess I can show this. I wasn't even planning to do this, but yeah, I guess I can.
You could do... Yeah, hold your recap for your special event. Yeah, do that. That's fine. Raid sent, 324. Really, who I rated the most? Sega Fan with 9, Taylor with 8, Online Eric with 8. Really? Doesn't feel like that. I mean, I always like to raid Sega Fan because he raided me a decent amount. Kamui, I didn't get a chance to raid too much because our time conflict a lot, so I can never really. And Taylor, I'm amazed Taylor was he's number 2. I'll have to tell him that. I didn't think I rated him that much. Online Eric, yeah. We're about equal. I don't know what his statistics are, but we're about equal in terms of rating. We rate each other a decent amount. Clips of the year, 39. Unique Clippers, 12. Top clip of the year, Mega Man Deathless. Hell yeah. That. God, that was not easy. New followers, 4. We didn't make the 1,000 mark, but hey, 417. We'll take it. New subscribers, 426. Only 17 hype trains. I'm amazed that number's not lower. You guys spent 4.3 million points on channel points. Probably 3 million of those on Chug the Nasty, right, Chaotic?
Pretty much.
And there's a recap for that. Yeah. Darks Retro, of course, that's going to change next year. But I'm not so amazed at these.
We could have gotten the Eat the Nasty.
Yeah, that I didn't float well with a lot of people. That's why we did the ranch dressing soda. But we do have the other sub. Like I said, if we ever hit 75 congruent subs at one time, yes, I'll go order the ranch dressing soda. I had people asking me, well, if you're not going to make your goal, you have any a backup plan? I'm like, because some people really want to see that go down. I'm like, okay, well, there you go. There's the whole recap. As well as
3 people ask you.
So
yeah.
Go ahead, Sean.
I was say, Sorrel, I don't know if I even told you, but when it comes to who I rated, you're number 3 for me.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, Sean, I watch you a lot, but you only stream twice a week at the most. Sometimes only one. So compared to other streamers, I know why you didn't. I watch you a lot. You know I'm there a lot for your channel, but you only stream twice a week. So
you're on my most rated with 4. Like, you're number 3 on my most rated for 4 raids, and you're in my biggest fans list. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm there a lot.
She's just calling you out for having a life, Sean.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. You nailed it.
That's what happens.
That's what happens when you have a life. You're right. Nah, dude, I get that. I mean, I feel bad. I'm not. That you said, well, I'm not up there. I'm like, yeah, that's the only reason.
If
it's all about.
It's actually hilarious. I kind of could have streamed tonight and last night because work has been dead. But work has been so dead, and I have been so bored that, like, I've never thought I would be so bored that I was tired.
I've been there before.
It's like after I got home, I was so bored that I was like, I don't want to stream. I was so bored all day, and I'm like, this is a weird feeling.
I'm that way whenever I watch CJ streams. I just fall asleep.
Speaking of Camille, she's live. Should we raid her? She loves playing Persona. She gives me so many raids. I never get to raid Camille, so.
So raider.
All right, probably.
Speaking of that, since we just saw that she rated you the most out of anybody, yes.
Yeah. Like I said, hey, don't try to make me feel bad.
I'm making you feel bad, but I'm saying the answer's obvious.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
And it was your idea anyway, so I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah.
If she wasn't streaming, I would raise Shoop because I have not rated Shoop yet. That's the only person I have.
Really, you should raid her quickly before she raids you.
Like me, Kamui? No. If she's gonna raid, she'd probably raid me within the next hour. Probably.
Okay, so you better raid her quickly, CJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is it. You better raid her quickly, otherwise she's gonna raid you first.
Chop chop.
Chop chop. Yep. Oh, she's close to 300 follows. Yeah, we'll give, because you know what? You were the most. It's like we all discussed. You were the most person who rated me. It's like we need to give you another raid for 2024, at least one more. And you all can terrorize her while I go get ready for work. But yeah, if she wasn't going, I probably would raid Shoop because I don't usually see Shoop stream this late at night. So if she's streaming tomorrow, I might give her a raid. But yeah, I'll give Camille a raid since we kept talking about her and all that. All right, so there you go. There's your recap. Any final thoughts on the recap?
Lame.
Wow. Mean.
Yeah, if a game was difficult, it got an F rating apparently.
Huh?
Yeah.
Any difficult game got an F or a D rating apparently.
Yep.
Dark Souls didn't get an F rating.
Only because of the massive blowback you would have had on that.
Oh yeah, I suppose. No, I wouldn't. No, it's a difficult game, but it's not like deliberately like, it's gonna wreck your shit, Well, yeah, it's gonna wreck your shit.
I don't know. I would have thought by the sounds and the complaints that you made while playing it, it was the end of the world.
Are you sure you're talking about the right game? Because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what fucking
Dark Souls. Yeah, I meant like I meant something
deliberately a fuck you game.
I mean, there are games that are out there that are way worse in design compared to Dark Souls. But yeah, there's nothing like real butt to counter the vile vengeance of fake. But absolutely. All right, I want to thank everyone who popped on in here tonight. Sorrel, Whitefire, Sean, and I guess Chaotic. And everyone who popped in the chat for this year-end review. We'll be back tomorrow night with Mystic Quest, and hopefully my controller won't act up too much, or my new one's on its way. I might just use my backup controller tomorrow. But yeah, and don't forget that this Sunday is the spin the wheel. What next game is gonna be on this? If you want to redeem before I raid out, you want your name out of the wheel. I don't know what's gonna be next week. Could be Mega Man. Could be Mega Man Battle Network. Then I can tell Sorrel how awesome or awful it is before she starts playing it. Could be. Who knows?
Well, thank you for having me on.
Thank you for popping on in here. Let's go ahead and raid Kamui. Good to see. Merchant, you should have came here earlier. I would have done the sour candy for you. I owe you one. We'll do it next time because we're about to raid out. But yeah, just get when next time you get here, pop in and we'll do the sour candy because you gave 200 bits and I owe you a sour candy.
I owe him too, CJ.
I don't.
owe him too.
Silence.
Next time, yeah. I'll be here tomorrow night with Mystic Quest, and Sorrel, I hope you feel better so we can see you do some Sturman tomorrow. Maybe I'll raid you if I feel like it. Oh, but y'all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. I gotta get ready for work. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Merry Christmas if I don't see you again, and all that. Let's go raid Kamui. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all are awesome.
All right.
Preposterous, is it? Why don't we step outside and settle this like men?
We are outside.
Why don't we step inside and settle this like women?